I just learned of an alarming story that happened right here in my own backyard, in this beautiful swamp I call a home, Florida. This is my swamp. I'm like Shrek if he got hit by a shrink ray and then did a fusion dance with Lord Farquaad. Born and raised here, I love this place. But it's time we be honest here, sports fans. There's some fucking problems afoot. In Miami Beach, police were dispatched to a woman's home, confronting her at her residence, all over a Facebook comment she made that they didn't really like. I'm going to show you two clips from this interaction here. One of them is like the director's cut, I'm assuming from the full video, like the raw upload, but it's from Washington Post, and they did their best to fuck it in the butt. Like, the quality is negative 240p, the audio is scratchy. I don't know if they downloaded it like 4 million times as a joke just to degrade the quality as much as possible. But I just wanted to give you a fair warning that this first clip I'm showing, so that way you can see the very beginning of this interaction. Then I will cut to a much cleaner upload of it. But I think it's important you at least get the beginning too, the intro.
Charged with the crime.
You're not.
Okay, so you're here to investigate a statement that I allegedly made on Facebook.
We're not 100% it's you. We gotta see you first.
If I admit that it's me or not, what does that mean?
Man, you're not going to jail. We're just here to have a conversation.
I'm not going to jail. Wonderful. Excuse me. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Oh, look out, chick.
Alright, nice to meet you. Detective Jane.
Nice to meet you. I am recording this.
You can
Just for the record.
You can record all you want.
How can I help you?
We're just, let me see right.
Again, I don't know how the quality of this section got so shitty when the rest of the uploads that happen after this are much cleaner. It feels like it's done on purpose. It looks like the fucking footage from The Dark Knight when the Joker's like torturing that guy. I don't know why it looks so bad here, but I think it's important context where the officers arrived at her doorstep to interrogate her about a Facebook comment she may or may not have left. And it's pretty clear this is an intimidation tactic and also a very clear violation of Americans' First Amendment rights.
A picture to make sure it's you. We're not sure.
Okay.
You got a picture? Is that your account?
There's nothing threatening in here or calling for violence at all. This, whether you agree with her statement or not, is protected speech, and she shouldn't have to fear the fucking speech police showing up at her door, the goof troop arriving, interrogating her over a Facebook comment. At first I thought this could potentially be faked, outrage bait or something, but this has been covered by news outlets, and there's even a statement from the Miami Beach Police Department, and they are defending the action, saying the Miami Beach Police Department was made aware of a social media post containing potentially inflammatory commentary referencing a Miami Beach elected official in light of recent national concerns regarding anti-Semitism, and out of an abundance of caution, the department assessed the post for any potential safety implications. Basically, the thought police rolled in, the hall monitors came in deep, scooting in sideways, in order to intimidate an American citizen named Raquel Pacheco, all because she expressed criticism on their mayor, Stephen Miner, which is this slimy bozo right here. By the way, I didn't purposefully choose an unflattering photo of Stephen. That's his Wikipedia photograph. He is just that unpleasant looking, I suppose. Now, thankfully, this story has exploded. It's causing outrage nationwide, as it should, because this is completely indefensible. And because it's gotten so big, there have been people that are trying to spin some kind of false narrative and presenting baloney as though it's facts. And it's people saying shit like, this is what happens when you elect a Democrat. Democrat Stephen Miner did this. When that's just not true, any drooling goober right now can just go to Google, activate a few neurons, type in Stephen Miner's name, and find out he's not a Democrat. Stephen Miner is actually a former Republican who switched to no party affiliation in 2018. It seems like he made that switch shortly after a scandal came to light. But regardless, he is not a Democrat, never has been. And from what I've read, to this day, prefers to be associated as more of a Republican than anything, just based on what I've been reading. But he was even a former Republican before that no-party switch, so I don't know where this idea that he's a Democrat is coming from, other than just people spreading misinformation. There's a quick read that succinctly puts Stephen Miner's tumultuous career in politics on display, just lays it in front of you.
I refuse to answer questions without my lawyer present. So I really don't know how to answer that question
Okay,
either
well,
way.
like I said, you're
I mean,
not
this
going
is
to jail.
freedom of speech. This is America, right?
And
A
I-
veteran.
Correct.
And I agree with you 100%.
Okay. All
We're
right.
just trying to see if it's you, because if we're not talking to the right person, we want to go see who the right person
Okay,
is.
how can I help you?
You shouldn't be wanting to see the person in the first place. This is no threat or anything at all. This is well within the protected rights of Americans to express criticism on the mayor, if they so choose. It's such a fucking overreach here, and anybody at all in this country should find issue with this. Again, even if you disagree with her statement, even if you're the biggest Stephen Miner fan of all time, you got fucking Stephen Miner, soda drink hat, you're the biggest super fan enthusiast, this should still be a red flag for you, and you should have a huge issue with it. I believe both the police chief and Stephen Miner should 1000% lose their positions here. This is a fundamental right that they have now just fucking wiped their entire ass with here. That is inexcusable, and it's not an exaggeration to say that. Now, just to give you even further context here, the woman who recorded this encounter, Raquel Pacheco, a Miami Beach political activist and veteran who previously ran for city commission and a Democratic state Senate candidate. She had made a comment on Facebook that was referencing a statement from Miner about Miami Beach being a safe haven for everyone, contrasting it with New York City, which he said was intentionally removing protections for and promoting boycotts of Israeli and Jewish businesses, which she is 100% allowed to do if she so chooses, which maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We have no evidence to suggest whether or not that was actually Raquel Pacheco that posted that comment. Perhaps it was an impersonator or some dastardly ne'er-do-well who broke into her house, burglarized her, hacked her computer, and wrote that inflammatory comment to frame her. We don't know who actually wrote that comment, but whoever did, it is protected speech, and they shouldn't be being pursued by police.
So pretty much it's just a statement that was made as far as,
Verbatim, it says the guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians tried to shut down a theater for showing a movie that hurt his feelings and refuses to stand up for the LGBTQ community in any way. Even leaves the room when they vote and on related matters. Wants you to know that you are all welcome. Clown face, clown face, clown face. 3 days ago.
So you don't know if it was you?
I'm not going to answer whether that's me or not.
Okay.
The concerning part, and not concerning for the person who's posting it, what we're just trying to prevent is somebody else getting agitated or agreeing with the statement. We're not saying it's true or not.
This shouldn't matter at all whether it agitates someone, hurts their feelings, or if someone agrees with her. You're going to start, policing those kind of statements? You're going to just start going and arresting all kinds of Twitter blue check marks that are perpetually rage baiting and entire purpose is causing agitation for the sake of a paycheck? Are they next up on the chopping block as well? This is a fucking ridiculous reasoning here for it. It is just an abuse of power, and the sole purpose behind it is to try and frighten and intimidate an American citizen into shutting her mouth and being silent and not expressing thoughts because there might be some repercussions if you say mean things about the mayor, Stephen Miner, here. That's bad.
Understood.
That guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians, that can probably incite somebody to do something radical. That's all we're here to talk about, and we wanted to get your side. If it was you that posted that, I would think to refrain from posting things like that, because that could get something
I
incited.
appreciate your concern. I appreciate you coming out here.
Okay?
That's it?
That is it.
Okay.
I'm going to maintain my amendment rights to not answer the question about whether or not that's it. I hope
Thank
that's
you for your time.
understandable.
All right.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
You
as
have a good
well.
day, okay?
You as well. Thank you. Take care.
Goodbye, gentlemen. Thanks for the unsolicited advice on what an American citizen can and cannot post freely online with their own thoughts. That's great. Thank you, Speech Police. Wonderful. Anyway, this shit is very concerning, especially as a resident of Florida, and I hope this kind of practice doesn't become normalized. That's really about it. See ya. Do Digimon cards hold any value? I don't know. I'm not in the Digimon TCG space. You still have the Digimon binder you stole? Yep. I do still have it. I don't think they're worth anything, though. See if there's any old ones up. There is a $1 million listing on eBay for the Digimon Digibattle First Edition Series Gold Stamp Uncut Sheet. I have a hunch that will never sell. Man, some of these eBay sellers are actually fucking... They're on like a different planet. For $408,000, a Metal Greymon PSA 10. It's the PlayStation promo. It says that it's Pop 2. Don't know if that's true or not. Because I feel like I have this card in that binder. You know, let me just go get that binder, actually, while I'm looking at Digimon cards. It's just right over here. 1 second. Alright. Here it is. I stole this in the 4th grade. Well, I didn't steal the binder. I stole the cards in the binder in 4th grade. And I thought I was going to hell for it for the longest time. His name was Bryce. God rest his soul. Let's see if I have that 408,000 Metal Greymon. But look, here's the original shit. There's a Greymon. Not foil, though. Maybe I just have a bunch of garbage, actually. Looking at it now, maybe I was just trash. Maybe I stole trash from him. This is all garbage. Holy shit. Wait, here, this might be something. This might be something. No, this is nothing. That's a power-up. A power option card. That's the only, like, foil outside. Oh, wait! We got a Babamon. Foil Babamon. Hold on. Hold on. We might have something big here. Well, you can't see that at all, can you? We got any Babamon fans? Let's see. Should I get this shit graded? Am I sitting on $1 million? A foil Babamon? From the 2001 first set here, gold stamp. Babamon. Okay, Babamon. ST1, yep. Is that mine? Yep. ST115, which tells me that's a starter deck card. Actual trash. This whole binder is nothing but actual trash. There's no way a starter deck card is going to be worth anything. But, you know what? I can't find any data on anyone grading this. So this will be legitimately a Pop 1 card. Actually. This will genuinely be the only one. I'm gonna set that aside. Shit's going right to Beckett. Oh, wait, we got another foil. This one is a, Oh, wait, I'm just now noticing I have multiple cards. It's making me cough. There must be a bunch of dust flying up from this. I just noticed I jammed a bunch of cards in the same pockets. I wonder if I've missed anything. What? Oh my god! I don't know what's making me cough so much. Holy! It looks like there's only a few places where I put a few in the same pocket. We got the, Skullmeramon. Skullmeramon? Is this a big hit? This is another starter deck card. Good lord. Good lord. Not a single one of these has ever been graded, though. Pop one. Pop one on my hands. Pop one. You know, looking through this, I'm starting to think maybe I didn't have that Metal Greymon. I really thought I did. I'm losing hope. I'm thinking I didn't. I do have a Garudamon, though. Non-foil. And I got Greymon out the ass. Oh, Gatomon! Oh, not foil. I thought it was foil. Oh, I got excited. That probably would have been something. Oh, you know what I do have, though? I have, the Digimon movie cards. Oh, or at least I think this is from the movie. Yeah, it even has, MO on it, so this is definitely a movie card. Terriermon! There is... Wow! What is going on? There is a Terriermon for $200, but it's not that one. Oh, I got a Platinum Sukamon! Oh, this isn't from the first set, though. That's unlucky. Yeah, it's unlucky. Platinum Sukamon probably would have been a big one. Probably nothing. Graded anyway. Pop one. Pop one. Naturally, it's a PSA 10. It's been festering in this dust-ridden binder for 20 years. Only been getting stronger. Metal Greymon! I did have one! I knew it! I knew it! Is this the $400,000 one, you think? What are the odds, huh? This is... Well, actually, this is from the first set, I think. Maybe there's a chance it's a little something. Maybe there's a chance. Wow, this sold for $1,200, this version. I'm in the right set, but the wrong rarity. Unlucky, man. No. The one I have isn't 1,200. Sorry. I was just looking at another Metal Greymon, a PSA 9 of the $400,000 one. The one I have, I don't even see listed. Don't nobody want this fucking thing? That's such a shame. I'm right there. I'm on the cusp. I'm tickling it. No, I think we're cooked. That's probably my only Metal Greymon. I was a trash collector back in the day. Holy, it's all garbage. Actually, all garbage. Genuinely. Nothing but poop as far as the eye can see. Maybe this is something. Metal Garurumon. That might be something. It's a foil. Maybe this is something. This is not from the first set, though. This is the second set. Ah, it's a starter deck card. Fuck! Well, what a load of trash. But I got just about every single common card from the first set, the first booster, and the starter decks. You hate to see it, man. You really do. I've also got a ton of these absolutely worthless cards that they used to print all the time back in the day for Pokemon and Digimon, where it's these things, these god-awful, ugly things like the Topps cards. I have 1,000 of these awful things. I doubt these are worth anything. Those look awesome. Don't try and make me feel better. This shit looks like trash. Here's a cool Gabumon, though. Yeah, this is the 2000 upper deck line. Let's see, I'm curious. Non-foil, $10. Prism foil, $5. Somehow it's even cheaper. Wait a minute! There's some stupid asshole on eBay that's doing my strategy I was just kidding about unironically. He's fucking shameless loser. Look at this. This guy's doing exactly what I was saying. Pop 1! Gabumon Silver Prism exclusive! And it's Pop 1 because literally no one bothers to do this. Actually, no one bothers to send this trash in. It's working for him. He's got over 8K sales. Not from this, though. I highly doubt it's from this. Also, it's clearly not even Pop 1, by the way. Here's another one. Oh, this is CGC. So it's Pop 1 for PSA. You know what? Genuinely, I might just do that. Well, actually, no. Then I'm just going to spend a ton of money on this awful, stupid idea for no reason. Because it's all a scam. You pay like hundreds of dollars to get your cards graded. But maybe I'll send in this entire binder of Digimon and just collect Pop 1s of common shit like Fridgemon. This Snowman Digimon. You send those to PSA and they send you a video of them using it as toilet paper. Yeah, probably. I really thought I had a foil Metal Greymon. Like, I distinctly remember it. But I'm just having a false memory, I think. Maybe whatever poison was abundant in this binder that's causing me to cough so much is affecting my memory. Damn, I really, really thought I did. What do you mean you had? Bryce had. Well, not everything in this binder I stole from Bryce. I just stole some cards I liked, and I guess I liked trash. It's not all Bryce's. Man, did I just not like shiny things? Because I still have a lot of my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards I found not long ago. All commons. Basically all commons. Unless I got robbed at some point in my life. Maybe I just hated shiny shit. Should have predicted the gross TCG market we have now. I know, I wish I did. I should have seen it coming. More so than most kids. Because I remember going on toywiz.com, still exists by the way, and I used to beg my parents to buy me singles. And when they would inevitably say no, I would print them off on the printer and make a little card out of them. I should have known where things were going.
What's up everybody, it's Critical. I'm playing Super Amazing Wagon Adventure for the Xbox Live Indie section. Let's do this shit. Alright. Everything's locked. Except for this. Let's begin. They set up... Fucking, I can't read that fast. Who do they think I am? Commander Speedy Reed? Seeing some animals in an upcoming clearing, they hurried ahead. They needed to stock up on... Damn it. I didn't want to read that anyway. You can go ahead and take those words and put them in a book that I'm not interested in reading. This harpoon is giving the animals a shithole to piss out of. They saw a unicorn in the clearing. I read that whole thing, bitch. The entire sentence. The unicorn seemed to be leading them somewhere. On the other hand, they needed all the meat they could get. 2 for 2. I'm gonna follow it. Might as well see. Oh shit. Oh fuck. They pulled a fast one on me. I wasn't expecting. Damn. Oh shit. I don't know whether I'm battling the text or these unicorn. Spit's head looked magically impaled on the... Why does the text zip by at the speed of sound? I should be focusing on killing the unicorns, but instead I'm trying to figure out what Dr. Seuss is saying to me. A unicorn stabbed Tit in the guts, killing her. Alright, it's all up to DJ. It's in good hands. DJ has perished. If we want any chance of defeating the unicorn menace, we need a 50 caliber on this wagon ASAP. On foot? I'll show you on foot. I'll put my foot on your nipples and keep it there for a while. So that every time you try and look at them, possibly massage them, all you'll see or massage is my foot. Then what will you do? Well, it is rather dark in here. Upon lighting a torch, she found it was filled with giant spiders. That is the largest bowl of asshole fluid I have ever seen. I had no time to react. The spider had night vision goggles. I was just waltzing in there with my titties flapping around, and this fucking arachnid's being fed tactical strike plans from the CIA. Oh, we're jumping this body of water. You can go to a Ford dealership all you want, but we're jumping it. Good air. Somehow they made it across, however they landed in a bee's nest, angering the swarm. There's bogeys at our 6. I cannot engage the enemy. Oxen, you have to dodge. You can do this. Oxen, that is not dodging, that is giving the bees a handshake. Oxen, what the fuck are you doing? You are a backstabber. You betrayed me, Oxen. I gave you a home, a loving family. I gave you food, and you give me bees. And you don't even have the courtesy to give me their knees. I don't even give ass cheeks about these buffaloes, because even if I kill every single one of them, the oxen will probably turn around and set the wagon on fire. Some angry buffalo charged the wagon. How the fuck does that happen? Why are they so damn angry? My oxen probably sent them a fake letter telling them their anuses smell like shit, thus making them livid. What is Indiana Jones doing here? My wagon looks like a small Chinese finger trap. Remember those swimming lessons, oxen? We're gonna need them. There were boulders in the river. Oh shit. There we go. Alright, alright. Remember those Scrabble games? We're gonna need them. There it is. More boulders? Holy fucking goodness. Damn it. How is there this many boulders in the river? Someone must be just spitting them out like watermelon seeds. Tit was knocked into the river by a collision with a boulder. She panicked, inhaled water, and drowned. Owie. Yikes. Goodness gracious, it's the Black Pearl! Be on your guard, oxen! Did I destroyed it? That was a pirate ship. My oxen is treading water, keeping the wagon afloat, and somehow we destroyed it. That is nothing short of a galactic accomplishment. But it came at a price, a hefty price. We lost Tit. There will always be many titties in this world, but there will only ever be one tit. DJ has been vaporized. Do not be discouraged, we can still complete this. Oh goodness. Be on your toes. How does that happen? Just tell me how that happens. I've read newspapers before. I haven't read them front to back, but I've done the crossword puzzles in them. But never have I stumbled upon a headline that said, buffaloes can now act as heat-seeking missiles. Alright, there we go. Yeah, don't give that oxen spy any food. In the distance, they saw a woman in a red dress walking alone. DJ left the wagon to see if she needed help. That's very admirable. That's very bullshit. It was a bandit in disguise. It's Zartan! It was a bandit ambush. Bandits on horse. Oh, fuck. I didn't get to read all of it, but I'm putting the puzzle pieces together. It's nothing but a damn rendezvous for shitting on you. If you think you can defeat DJ this easily, you're sadly mistaken. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. How many are there? They're like breeding in between each shot they fire. No one could have survived that, but DJ really put up a valiant effort. I can't shoot them from this position, Oxen, you fucking traitor. They're converging on my location. This is like Geometry Wars pacifism. Alright, we just have to keep every enemy in front of us. If we can do that, we can win. That includes these vagina marshmallows. They have to stay in front of us. Oxen, what have you done? They now have a strategic advantage. I keep blaming the oxen, but I know it's my fault. This is not good. I've unlocked fighting fish in survival mode. Yahoo! Oh my goodness. Well, Tit went ahead and drank squid sperm. She's out of the game. Oh, hold on, I think I'm starting to get the pattern. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit, no, never mind. Yeah, no pattern here, just pure chaos and pandemonium. And this squid looks like a fucking red chess pawn. Alright, well, I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya. I'm not the most athletic man in the world. You could probably take one look at me and deduce that for yourself. I'm also not good at flips and shit. I've never been good at acrobatics, even on a trampoline. When I jump around on a trampoline, it's like watching the fucking Tin Man get around with a slight bounce. I just don't move around very well, and I can't, like, adjust my body in the air to do cool flips and shit like that. But I saw Cirque du Soleil's newest show, Axel, and I got fucking inspired. Cirque du Soleil always puts on these crazy good performances. I'm not sponsored by Cirque du Soleil, but I really enjoy their work, and after seeing Axel, I thought to myself, what would my talent show routine look like? What would it focus on? What would it be about? If the Cirque du Soleil CEO put a gun to my head and said, perform for me, swine, what would I do? And then it clicked almost immediately. Onions. Onions aren't exactly the first thing most people probably think about when they think of talent, but for me it was, because I have a rare gift to be able to eat onions raw without feeling a goddamn thing in terms of pain, my eyes don't water or anything. So if I could combine acrobatics, juggling, and onions, I might have something very fucking unique. And I've spent the last probably week or so, consumed around 3,000 calories in onions, went through maybe $100 worth of fucking onions. Rest in peace all those onions that ended up on the floor and covered in dirt and shit. Just to perfect this routine, and I think I've got a goddamn banger. This truly is the only one of its kind in the world, so please enjoy my onion performance. I'm like the goddamn Avatar Last Airbender, but instead of bending air, I'm bending onions. Took me a long time with this. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah, the pathetic thing is that is a compilation of my best attempts with my Onion choreography. So needless to say, I'm probably the best Onion user out there. Perhaps the only one, I'd imagine. So that's a montage of all of my best attempts, and that's what it came out to be. Cirque du Soleil, if you're looking for an Onion master for an upcoming show, I mean, you can reach out, I suppose. Yeah, that's it. So yeah. The most anticipated game of 2025 just came out, and the question begs to be asked, does it live up to the crazy amount of hype that it's been generating over the last handful of years? I got something in my eye. Oh boy, that's an eyelash in my eye. Oh, baby. Oh. And they say making videos is easy. You see that shit right there? Wow. Pardon my weakness, I had to excuse myself to the restroom to take care of that. This is a dangerous job. Don't let anyone tell you different. Heroes, really, is a term some people would use when it comes to yapping online. Anyway, Hollow Knight Silksong just came out. This game has been highly anticipated for many, many years, thus there were huge expectations put upon it by people like me, who really liked the first Hollow Knight a lot. So now that the game is here, does it live up to the expectations? Yep. I think so. I actually just finished the game and posted my whole playthrough on my gaming channel, so go check that out. Moist Critical Gaming, best gaming channel on YouTube. I started the game on stream, but finished it off stream because I was just craving more of it. I was addicted to it. So the vast majority of my playthrough is recorded from off-stream gaming, which I've been doing so much more of recently. So I just beat the game and I want to give you my review of it. Or at least, I thought I beat the game. It turns out that there is a secret third act to Hollow Knight Silksong that is unlocked after finishing all of the wishes in the game, which I didn't know. I beat the game, getting to the credits rolling, and I did most of the wishes. I didn't do them all, though. If you do, you unlock the Abyss. So I'm very excited to go back and do that now. That's one of the most beautiful things about Hollow Knight Silksong. I pumped 15 and a half hours into this game, thought I beat it. Turns out there's even more content, even more meat on its bones than I thought, all for only $20. What an incredible fucking deal. The game is just so content rich. It puts a big smile on your face. I do most of my gaming blind. I don't look up a whole lot about the games or like walkthroughs or anything. Occasionally, like with Hollow Knight, there's so many secrets and stuff, I'll look up a few things. But I had no idea that there was even more content after the credits rolled if you did all of the wishes and the prerequisites to unlock it. So now I have even more to go back to and spend even more time in the game with, which I'm really looking forward to because the game is so good. So let's go ahead and dive in here. There's actually been a lot of discussion about this game being like too hard or like really unfair because it's so punishing with how everything does 2 masks worth of damage. For those that don't know anything about the game, your health is measured in masks. So something doing 2 masks worth is a big chunk of your health. And it's led to like this big discussion about, you know, the game being too hard. There's even a mod that I saw going viral that takes out double damage, like the double mask damage thing, which I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, that is some fucking Weenie Hut Jr. activity right there. Like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm not the fucking hall monitor here to ensure that you're playing the game the way I want you to play it or whatever. Like, it's, you own it, you do what you want with it. Well, you own it to a certain extent in this day and age. There's no such thing as really owning games or whatever. That's a totally separate tangent. Point is, you play it how you want to play it. Yes, the developers intended it to be played this way, out of the box, but if you have more fun taking that and making it easier, I mean, go for it. It's a single-player game. You're not ruining someone else's experience by doing it. I think it is a little bit lame. Like, what's next? You're gonna just start cutting the crust off of all your sandwiches? You know, grow up. But piggybacking off of this discussion of difficulty in this game, there is something, and it's kind of like the only complaint I have about Silksong, that I think is a little overdone. And it is the 2 damage enemies, because basically every common enemy and every single like obstacle in the game does 2 masks worth of damage. It's a significant chunk. Even the most throwaway trash mob in like the starting zone will be doing like 2 damage to you. Like, it is a little excessive. Do I think the game is too hard for it? Not necessarily, but it does make it annoying. Because when you are trying to explore and look for secrets or something, or you're doing like a run back to a boss, and the run backs aren't very forgiving. They are pretty long run backs in some cases where your bench is far away from where you died on that boss. So you want to just like breeze through the trash mobs to get back, but the trash mobs fucking clobber you. They wallop you for 2 masks most of the time. That's annoying. And it makes it kind of tedious for the sake of being tedious, because it's not hard to kill those trash mobs. You just don't want to spend the time to do it most of the time. So I do understand that complaint. Like, that does become a bit of a headache. Is it the biggest deal in the world? No. But especially in late game, that was like the one thing that would have me frowning. It's like, this was a great boss fight. Unfortunately, I lost. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is having to run back through to get to the boss, because I know I'm going to have to go through these fucking trash mobs that'll hit me for 2 masks if I slip up or try and get through them too quickly. That is a little annoying. That's the only like actual complaint that I have about the game. The other thing that I wasn't loving in the beginning was with your first crest, your default attacks, your moves in the beginning of the game, you don't have like a normal down air. You don't have a normal down needle attack. You always come at angles, which I didn't like. It made pogoing feel really odd to me. It just felt awkward. And as I got better at the game, that was eased, but I always preferred the original Hollow Knight down nail, so that way you could pogo more consistently and it felt more intuitive. When you get to mid-game, you unlock more crests, which are more moves for your needle, and they do have the normal down needle for normal pogoing, as well as other options. So that complaint was completely washed away by the time I made it to mid-game. So I really only have one thing that I didn't love, which is what I just mentioned. Everything else, I adore. I think this is an incredible sequel to the first Hollow Knight game. Like, there were huge expectations placed on this game. I think they delivered. I really think they fucking delivered here. I think they served us a beautiful dish. I think the game is visually stunning. I think the soundtrack goes super hard, especially towards the end of the game. They pull out all the fucking stops. Like, the music goes berserk towards the end of the game. I love the cutscenes that they've added in here. Even though I'm not overly familiar with the lore of Hollow Knight, I really enjoyed the characters here. They were extremely charming. The writing felt good. I liked the story they told here, even though, of course, I didn't grasp all of it, and I did miss things by not finishing all of the wishes and seeing through some of the character storylines. The ones that I did finish were great. The gameplay was smooth. Felt super fucking solid. That's the big star of the show here. I didn't know how much more depth you could give Hollow Knight's gameplay without completely like changing its identity, but they found a way. You can schmoove in this game. The movement was really the superstar here. Everything was so fluid. And I really think the skill expression in this game is through the roof. There's probably so many interesting combos and interesting ways of approaching combat that no 2 players will play the same way. Like, this is not just like a super simple game, like a super simple Metroidvania or anything. There is so much depth to what you can do in this game to squeak out damage or even just moving from point A to point B. And with so many new tools at your disposal, you can have entirely different builds than somebody else that are really creative in what they aim to do. For example, in my playthrough, towards the end of the game, I visited the Architect, and one of the things I bought from them was this ability that allows me to summon saws when I do my float, which is when I jump and I hold A, now I've got my cloak fanned out and I'm floating. When I float, saws would come out, which do a lot of damage to anything that they hit. Well, you can actually combo that. You can use that as a really good offensive tool in the middle of punishing an enemy. So what I could do is I could squeak out a lot of additional DPS with this, where I could sprint in, start my sprint attack, which I was using Reaper Crest, which allows me to, when I do that sprinting attack or a dash attack, it hits and then sends me up. So by default, I hit, I get sent up, and then I can immediately float after doing that, so I'm able to squeeze in more damage by floating right after doing it. So I hit, float, which summons the saws, which hits the enemy, and then I can hit again on the way down. I don't need to stay in the air. So I'm able to get like 3 hits in there, which I wouldn't be possible without having that there. And there are so many things that you can mix and match in there. Like, throwable items, obviously, with the tools, but I'm even talking just like simple defensive things can completely change the way that you'll approach boss fights or even just destroying trash mobs. Because, like, the float saws were really good for those really pesky flying enemies that would stay just out of range or just be in a really inconvenient location. Just jump, float, hit him with the saws. And it helped solve the problem. It is just so good, the level of depth that the combat has. And the movement, too. Everything about the gameplay in this feels incredible. I am blown away by how great this game felt to play. I also want to make a mention of the bosses because there's a lot of bosses here, and I really think the vast majority of them are absolutely great. I saw some discussion around one boss in particular, Morwing. He's the flying boss who summons these projectiles that go all cattywampus, and then he, like, penguin belly slides across the entire screen. And people were complaining about how unfair of a boss and how shitty the design was with him. I disagree. I don't think the boss is unfair. He's challenging. Like, he's not a super easy boss, but I think there's nothing in his kit that's unfair or anything. I guess the only thing you could argue is, and this ties back to the double mask damage, when you stun him, he falls, and if you get clipped by his hitbox when he falls, you take double mask damage. That doesn't feel great. I can understand why people might be upset about that in particular, but the boss itself I don't think is like a bad design or anything. I really think 90% of the bosses in this game are really, really well designed and are really fun to fight, and it's also usually coupled with some incredible music. The one exception is there is one section towards the end of the game where the boss fight consists of just fighting like 1,000 things, and that's like the challenge of it. I hated that. And I think anyone that's completed the game is going to know what I'm about to complain about. It's going for one of the melodies. I'm not getting into spoilers for this review because I actually value this game so highly and very much recommend it, especially for the price tag that it's at. But towards the end of the game, you are required to get some melodies, and one of these certain melodies require you to go through this chaotic room, which I think is literally like 12 waves of very like aggressive mobs, many of which do double mask damage. And once you go through, I think it was 5 of those waves, you fight a boss. A big beetle with a big fucking blaster of a mace. And then once you defeat him, you then go through, I think it was 5 more waves of those strong normal mobs in order to get to another boss, which is 2 of those beetles at the same time. So they're coming out double fisting you. And this is on the back of already completing like 11 waves worth of enemies and a boss fight prior. It is very reminiscent of like the Pantheon from Hollow Knight, but this one felt worse to me. It didn't sit super well with me. I was so annoyed because it's just draining. It's not really challenging. Like the beetle itself is easy as a boss, but when you have to couple it with 5 previous waves to like whittle you down, and then you also then fight 2 of them at the same time, it just becomes like a chore and just really feels like shit. Unironically, that was probably the maddest I've been all year going through that room. It took me probably like close to 14 or 15 tries, and each try takes like fucking 15 minutes because there's so many waves. I did not like that at all. But pretty much every other, like, boss encounter or required room was fine. Like, that's not even the only time that you go through, like, waves and then fight a boss. It's just the other ones was much more reasonable. It's like 3 or 4 waves and then you fight a boss, then you finish the room. Is what it is. That's solid. This was just so many, and you'd fight 3 bosses, 2 at the same time in one case, after so many other waves of just mobs. But yeah, not the biggest deal in the world. I just hated that fucking room in particular and wanted to point it out. Overall, I have nothing but glaze for Hollow Knight Silksong. Overall, I had an amazing time on my first playthrough with Hollow Knight Silksong, and it's not going to be my last playthrough. I'm actually extremely excited to learn that there is an entire other section after all the wishes and stuff. Anyway, it definitely lived up to the hype. At least for me it did. And I recommend it, especially at a $20 price tag. That's great. Anyway, that's about it. So yeah. Just got back from the cinema after watching Exit 8, a movie that I think a lot of people are sleeping on, but you really shouldn't because it is impressively good, especially for a video game adaptation. Exit 8 is based on a game of the same name, and really a game that kind of popularized the anomaly hunting genre of horror games, which is a genre that I've really started to fall in love with. Every time I play an anomaly hunting game for the gaming channel, I get fucking hearts in my eyes like an anime character. It's just a lot of fun, and Exit 8 was what really, propelled it into the, mainstream consciousness. Also, the gaming channel, Moist Critical Gaming, is by far the best gaming channel on YouTube. Just started my Sly Cooper marathon as well, so now's the perfect time to go subscribe over there. But I'm playing fucking hundreds of games a month for that. Anyway, Exit 8 is a very solid game. But I had no clue there would ever be the potential to make a good movie out of it, because it's very simple. You are trapped in an endlessly looping subway tunnel, and every time you try and go forward, you end up just going back to the very beginning. The only way to escape is by checking everything with a fine-tooth comb to see if there's anything that has changed, anything that's out of the ordinary about this corridor, and if there's any anomalies there that you detect, if something's out of whack, then you have to turn around and go the other way in order to progress, and you do this until you reach Exit 8. Like, it's a very simple game premise that was really fun. It had a lot of cool, anomalies that they threw at you. But there was not like a big, in-depth story that, would get players invested in the character you play. So I really just didn't think that there was any potential for a movie to spawn from it. And if there was, it'd just be like some boring-ass cash grab. That is not the case with Exit 8. This film fucking slaps. They did an incredible job. The whole first, 15, 20-ish minutes of the film is POV. It is first person of the character that we are following, and it actually feels straight out of the game. Except, they don't just toss you in there and start hunting anomalies. It gives you a character to care about. He is a very passive guy. He's on the subway. There's a lady with a baby that the baby is crying, and now she's getting berated by an angry rider, an angry passenger there. And he just tries to tune it out, go about his day, just trying to avoid confrontation the best of his ability, and just fly under the radar. He then gets a call from his ex and learns that she is pregnant, and that's when kind of the core of the movie, the heartbeat of the movie, takes form about, is he going to step up to be a father? What will you decide? That's like the big thing. What is the choice that he is going to make? And while on this phone call, he ends up getting trapped in this looping subway passageway, the subway tunnel. And then it becomes very familiar because they got this one-to-one with the game. It is like exactly the same as the game, which was very fucking cool. But even if you haven't played the game, it's very interesting. So he starts to piece together that something's wrong because he's just doing these fucking loops. There's some weird wacko that just keeps walking at him that won't interact. He looks like a robot, just some kind of NPC that's glitching out. He just keeps walking, and then sometimes it goes kind of tits up. This guy will turn around and follow him while smiling. It's odd. And then he starts to panic, but then he notices the information on the wall tells him how to get out of here, the same way the tutorial in the game does. So then he go gadgets, goes full fucking inspector mode there on the tunnel, and tries to deduce whether or not it's anomaly ridden or clear. And it's always tough because sometimes there's some very obvious blatant ones like fucking big old tsunami that blasts through, and sometimes it's very subtle ones like one of the poster's eyes moved, that kind of thing. I think they did a great job of staying true to the game there and making it tense on the big screen. I thought they really played around with the concept very well. But what really elevates this from just a gimmick movie into just like a very solid movie on its own two legs is that this is a character that you actually root for. It's a character that grows steadily in this environment. So he starts as like a very passive guy and just trying to like avoid things and kind of duck his head. He doesn't think he's ready to be a father. Now, I want to avoid big spoilers for this because I think it's detrimental if I just divulge a ton of things about the movie here, and I really think this is a movie worth watching. So I'm only going to touch on tiny spoilers here to continue to glaze it and also address one of the main complaints people have about this film that I kind of disagree with. But anyway, that's your little spoiler warning. Since he starts as this passive character, it seems like he's always leaning towards just ducking out and just avoiding anything that might be too hard for him. But now that he's in this endless looping tunnel, he has to really start evolving. He needs to start growing here. And I think they really play around with that well. And it's not just him. They introduced two other characters as well, such as the Walking Man, who was a really interesting character. It wasn't like just some flat throwaway character. They fleshed him out in a really fascinating way. And then there's also a boy that gets introduced here. And that is when the whole thing changes. So, once he figures out the rules here and how to escape, he starts, learning the second I see an anomaly, turn around and go the other way because it might be dangerous if I don't. So when he's doing one of his investigations, he instantly sees a child there. Just this boy that's standing in the middle. So he's like, yep, obviously that's a fucking anomaly. So he turns around and goes the other way and expecting it to progress, but it actually resets his progress to 0. And he realizes, oh, that wasn't an anomaly. That's actually just a child that's also trapped in this as well. And then the two of them work together to try and get out. But it's obviously not that simple. And now he has to kind of be like a father to this child here and protect him. He takes on a more protective role when, before he arrived at this endless subway tunnel, he might have just did exactly what he did on the subway itself and just tune it out, ignore it, and go about his business by himself because it would have been easier. But he steps up here as he continues to grow. I think it's a gradual, well-done development of this character through a really interesting way, and it's also shot in a very interesting way. It's not like the craziest cinematography ever, but it's really well done, and it makes you care, and it keeps the shots interesting, which also elevates like the anomaly scares and frights and spooky stuff, that kind of thing when the anomalies happen. And that brings me to what it seems like a handful of people are really complaining about with the movie, and that's the fact that he doesn't always just immediately turn around and leave the second that he notices there's an anomaly. He, and by extension the child, investigate the anomalies, which that people are chalking up to being bad decision making. In the game, for instance, in Exit 8 the game, the second you see an anomaly, you basically sprint back the other way in order to progress the game. In the movie, he tried that with the child, and it turns out that wasn't an anomaly. So I actually think they do a good job of showing why he investigates the anomalies more so after that, because he had already tried just instantly turning around when he thought he saw an anomaly, only to realize, nope, that was normal. So I feel like that makes sense there, but also there's a bigger messaging with it. And this is where it's going to be spoilery. There's no way to avoid this. This is a bigger spoiler. But him investigating the anomalies is what helps him grow as a character. Like, for instance, the most important moment in the film was the anomaly where the door opens, which the second the door opened, they could have turned around and left and it would have been correct because obviously something's out of whack, it's an anomaly, and you have to go the other way to progress. But they open the door fully to see what's on the other side, which everyone's like, why would you do that? That's fucking stupid. These are dumb characters making dumb decisions. And yes, it is a dangerous decision. They could have just opened that up into like a fucking wood chipper or something, or just fell into an endless void like the Oblivion, just this giant shithole. Very possible. But the messaging there, when they open it, what he sees is himself on that subway ignoring the woman and the baby that are in distress because of this asshole that's now like attacking them. And he is overcome with regret. And it's such an emotional beat that only happens because he investigated. So the anomalies are what lets this character grow. So yeah, the optimal play would be just immediately turn around and leave, but if he did that, he would have ended as the exact same character that we saw him begin with. There's no growth there. So I really think that it was well executed there. Yes, you can nitpick it saying like, it's stupid, that's suboptimal, but without it, he doesn't change. And his change and everything he learns about himself and his journey throughout his time in the Exit 8 endless tunnel there, the fucking treadmill there, that is what the movie is about. Him and his experience there and how it changes him and helps him develop. And I thought they did a great job with it. They took a very simple horror game concept of basically, you know, that old game you'd play in the picture books where what's different with this picture and this picture? Circle it. You win. That kind of thing. They took that and used it as a character development tool and set up a really interesting world with it. I was really impressed with how they used it in Exit 8. I thought they did a great job with this movie. I don't really have any complaints other than sometimes it drags. They do let some shots sit for too long that don't really add suspense or tension. It just kind of makes it feel like, all right, come on, we get it. Let's kind of move on to the next thing. Like, there definitely were moments that I thought dragged, but nothing like egregious. I really enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought would ever be even possible with a game like this. So yeah, I thought this slapped. This is definitely a very solid video game adaptation. They took the game and added a story to it and really did it justice. You could even make an argument that they elevated it as well. I'm very, very impressed with what they've done here. So I wanted to yap about this and give you a little review on it, I suppose. That's really about it. Oh, another thing I want to mention. The music in this. They did a great job with the music here, which I didn't expect at all. It's a movie that's really quiet for the most part as he's facing these anomalies, which, again, the message that that is being delivered is about how he's not just like facing these random anomalies, these have meaning. He's facing parts of himself and needs to overcome and grow in order to, make it out of the endless, subway station here. But most of the movie is quiet and a lot of just environmental noise and background noise. But when there's music here, the music goes ballistic. They kind of went hard on the score here. I wanted to make a special mention of that. But anyway, yeah, like I said, it's a very good movie. I recommend it. That's really about it. So, yeah. Marty Supreme. I feel like a lot of you have heard this name recently because Timothée Chalamet has done such an incredible job at generating hype for it. Most notably by shouting it out multiple times on a very popular song where he collabed with an artist who a lot of people had a tinfoil condom conspiracy cooked up that he was actually this UK rapper. And then in order to dispel the rumors, he collabed with the rapper and then dropped a verse where he shouted out Marty Supreme a few times. He was on the Las Vegas Sphere shouting out Marty Supreme. And I knew nothing about this movie before all of this from Timothée Chalamet, so I went into it pretty blind. The only thing I knew about it is that ping pong was there. Boy howdy, let me tell you what, I do love me some ping pong. I'm pretty nasty at it. I can clap cheeks on the table. So that was pretty exciting as like a core component of this movie, but it's where the extent of my knowledge of Marty Supreme stopped. I just bought into the hype train because I was really entertained by Timothée Chalamet's promotions for it. So I just got back from it. It was good. Like, very good, actually. So I was talking about it on stream, and I made a comparison saying I got similar vibes watching Marty Supreme as I did to Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. And turns out they're from the same director, which makes sense. Safdie has truly mastered the art of capturing chaos and stress and carrying that momentum throughout an entire movie without ever letting up. It is unrelenting. So Marty Supreme follows Marty Mauser, who is a narcissist douchebag. He is an absolute scumbag who uses people till they have no more things to offer him in order to elevate himself to where he believes he needs to be, which is displaying his talents, capitalizing off of his God-given ability to bend people over on ping pong tables. He is an extremely talented table tennis player, and as such, he wants to be the face of the sport that he believes is going to take over the U.S. He is uniquely positioned, as he believes, to be the best possible candidate to make table tennis even bigger than it already is. And what a fucking journey it is. There's not a ton of ping pong played in here, though when it is played, I was pretty hyped, kind of wiggling in my seat excitedly. I love ping pong, so that was fun to watch. But that's not the most important part of this. It really is a exploration of one man's fucking unhinged journey. I could never expect where the movie goes next. So, like, even from the very beginning, it immediately puts you in the middle of, like, stressful arguments. Not to the point where it becomes incomprehensible, where, like, they're just talking over each other and yelling, so you don't even know what the fuck's being said anymore. It sounds like Charlie Brown's parents. They do such a good job at capturing this chaos of, like, a real argument where someone's trying to, like, convince someone of something while the other person trying to stand their ground. So unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. And it works really well. And it usually ends with Marty Mauser getting what he wants out of that person. Whether it's, you know, some kind of partnership or some kind of handout. He's very, very good at manipulating people, either for money or whatever, for his own personal gain. But he's also just so lost in his sauce, huffing his own farts, that he will also step over the line more often than not, where he will push the person away and ruin a good opportunity for himself. Like, you always expect him to have, like, this come to Jesus moment where he, like, simmers down, calms down, and he never does. It's always just over the top, extreme. He is just such an asshole. But the film isn't just Marty Mauser using people. Like I said, you go on a crazy fucking journey that takes twists and turns I never saw coming. Like, there's this whole subplot where he goes to a hotel, and Tyler, the Creator's here, which shocked the fuck out of me. Like I said, I knew nothing about this movie, so when Tyler, the Creator shows up, I probably would have been less surprised if I saw my own dad in this film. I didn't see that coming at all. Tyler, the Creator does like a really good job of playing with Marty Mauser here as like his cohort, where they scam together and they're good friends. And while Marty's in the middle of turmoil where he's facing a lot of unpaid debt and he needs to find a way to get to Japan to go to the World Championship, but after what happened at the last major tournament, it's not looking real good. And so they end up at a hotel. He rents a room. He's, of course, using Tyler, the Creator. He is very clearly exploiting him for his own personal gain because he needs money now and a place to stay. So while they're at this hotel, he takes a bath, which is something that the hotel owner said, do not do, don't use the bathroom. He does, and while doing so, the tub crashes through the fucking floor and blows up the dude's hand who was underneath him cleaning his dog, who we met in the lobby. The dog is fine, the dude's hand is fucked, he needs to go to the hospital, and it's just so much chaos erupting out of nowhere, and then it becomes a very big piece where he needs to take that dog to the vet because that guy whose hand just got absolutely annihilated, like it went through the goddamn wood chipper, is offering him money to take his dog to the vet because his dog is sick and needs some help. So the two of them then go take the dog, but they don't go to the vet. They use the money that he got paid for it to gamble it, not really gamble it. They go and scam others through hustling to make even more money, and when they get even more money, they get found out that they're hustlers, then they get tracked down by people who are about to beat the fuck out of them, just kill them right then and there. They escape, the dog escapes, and now the dog's lost, and now he's being hunted by the guy whose army broke because now his dog is missing. It is just so much that keeps happening, and every time I thought that they were giving him an out, he fucking blows it up. He ruins it. Not in like a way that doesn't make sense. It's a very Marty Mauser thing to do, to be handed an opportunity that could actually save him and actually get him out of the hole, and then just wipe his ass with it. It is just so well done. And I really think something that stood out to me a lot was the music. The music makes this so tense. It reminded me of Courage the Cowardly Dog music from time to time. They crushed it with the score. It's haunting. What will play when Marty Mauser's going through like, some kind of episode. And what makes all of this work is this 1-2 combo, this fucking two-piecing here of really strong writing. Like, I actually think they did a great job with writing these characters. Like I said, I think they have mastered the art of capturing stress and, like, bringing you into the stress. And also, an incredible performance from Timothée Chalamet. Not just Timothée Chalamet, everyone really does a good job. The weakest one, probably Kevin O'Leary, but even Kevin O'Leary delivers a fine performance because he fundamentally just plays himself. There are a couple scenes where I thought for sure he was going to say, you fucked my wife and for that reason I'm out. Like, it really is him just being Mr. Wonderful. So he didn't do like a poor job or anything, but everyone delivered like a top tier performance, especially Timothée Chalamet. Now, I've become somewhat of a fan of Timothée Chalamet over the last, year or so. I think he's been choosing, good projects, and he is very good in them. And I also really like how he is just very unapologetically being himself and being excited about what he's in. So, I saw in one of his speeches, he's like, I'm trying to be the greatest, I'm trying to be the best, and I really think I've been delivering some incredible performances. I actually really like that mentality. I feel like some people might get rubbed the wrong way, that it's arrogant or something, but I like that. It reminds me of an athlete or someone who is striving to be the best at what they do. And I think he really is trying to get up there with the fucking greats. And with performances like these, he shows he has the jaw for it. It shows he's got the talent. I really was very entertained by Marty Supreme. Again, I knew nothing about it going into it. I was fully open to the idea that this might just be trash that they were desperately trying to make a break even on or something with having Timothée Chalamet shouted out all the time. That's not the case. I can see why he's so proud of it. It is a very good movie. It was extremely entertaining watching Marty Mauser basically solve a problem and then immediately fuck himself in his own face right after. So like, he is extremely good at getting people to do his bidding and putty in his hands, but he always keeps going. He doesn't know how to stop. It is just so hectic, so chaotic. So even like when he is in a position where problems would be behind him if he would just, call it quits right there, put the kibosh on the talking and the bravado and everything. He can't. Best example, and the one that really caught me off guard, is towards the end of the film. Spoiler warning. I've given little light spoilers. This is another light spoiler. It's not the biggest one in the world, but just warning. As he is on his hands and knees at his wit's end, he has to get to Japan because he needs to go to the world championship to prove he is the best in the world. But he still doesn't have the money. Everything else is crash and burned around him. Everyone has been hurt around him. His last-ditch Hail Mary was to try and manipulate Gwyneth Paltrow's character into somehow giving him the money through making him, through portraying himself as very sympathetic and all of that, where she'd feel inclined to help. It's not really working, but eventually he weasels his way to her basically giving him a necklace that her husband gives her every year that's worth a lot of money, but she hates her fucking husband. Guy's a dweeb, tired of him. She gives him the necklace because he can sell it, get the money, go to Japan, do what he needs to do to prove his greatness. And he then kisses her. And I thought that would be the end of it. They exchange a kiss, and he now has his problem solved. And he just keeps going. So a kiss turns into him eating her out in a public park in the middle of the night. And then cops are there and they see that and they stop them both. And then they end up having to give the cops the necklace to bribe them to stay out of jail. So now he's back to square fucking one. It didn't solve his problem. And I thought for sure that's where they were going. I thought that was going to be his out. It's not. So now he still has to solve this fucking problem in another way. It is so good that the ride never stops. Even when you think you see how it's going to go, it doesn't go in that direction. I was so entertained with this movie, man. I really did like Marty Supreme a lot. Is it a perfect film? No. I think this is definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea either. I feel like if you watched Uncut Gems and didn't like how hectic and how stressful and even at times headache-inducing a lot of the conversations and scenarios were, this movie probably will not appeal to you. It has very similar DNA to that. He's fast-talking. It's very back and forth, or even, one person trying to overpower the other in a conversation. It is going to be a lot that maybe people will find to be more frustrating than entertaining. I get that. But for me, I really did like it. Had me giggling, had me entertained, and made me want to get back to practicing ping pong. It lived up to the hype. If you're watching this, Timothée Chalamet, let me know if you ever want to catch these hands at ping pong. I think I've got a real shot. I don't know if he actually plays ping pong in real life, or if this is all CGI, phony baloney, smoke and mirrors, which I doubt it. It seemed very real ping pong there for the most part. So I imagine he probably practiced a lot for the film, and I think he would be a worthy opponent. But anyway, I liked Marty Supreme. I thought it was very good. That's about it. See ya. Whoa. Yeah, I just learned about the whole Lucari thing. Jinkies. So for about a year or so, I was very offline. I set out to leave these four walls of the old loony bin more often to go breathe in the fresh air and really appreciate the Lord's land out there in the real world. So I was missing a lot of the happenings in the internet space and all the drama for the most part. But over the last month or so, I've fallen off the wagon. I put the needle back in my arm to a certain degree because I wanted to see all the craziness going on in the world to stay up to date with everything that was happening. And as such, I've been much more online now and seeing a lot more of these kind of things. And today was a doozy with everything that just happened with a streamer named Lucari. Lucari is a streamer I've been loosely familiar with for a while, and I know he had built up a reputation for being a turbo maximum overdrive gooner, a self-proclaimed hentai connoisseur, basically setting the goon dial to freaky mode. And today on stream, he accidentally leaked his notepad that was filled with despicable and disgusting shit.
K feeds. Let me at least add a way to the list of champions that I like. fuck?
The links are censored there, but apparently a lot of people have taken the plunge into looking up a lot of what was revealed here through the Lakari leaks, and what they have found is beyond heinous. Like, this is some evil shit we're talking about here. Things like family nudism, apparently. Like, that's some real pedophile shit right there. Also, like, teens and animals. In that notepad there, you might have saw one of the tabs that said JBT. It was like 500 JBT. Apparently that stands for jailbait teens. Like, it's bad. Like, really, really bad. And after this happened, his stream was calling him out on it. And most people expected him to, in the stream, to like hide the evidence, nuke it, basically banish it to the Shadow Realm and hope that people didn't have enough time to dig into it. Lakari, on the other hand, cooked up a different kind of scheme. He streamed for multiple hours after this happened, and just fucking face-tanked everybody that was digging into it, and all the people that were rightfully calling him out for how deplorable the shit they found in there was. So he kept streaming through this, and people were obviously researching what the fuck had just been revealed through this notepad and everything on there. And then he was trying to defend himself by saying like, oh, this was sent to me, or oh, it was actually a virus, or this and that, and then the stream, they weren't really buying that load of barnacles, so then they asked him to do something like show his notepad recents, to show what else had been on his notepad recently. And apparently he took quite a long time not doing that when requested by his chat. According to members that were asking this of him, he was looking at like his other monitor, potentially doing something there, and then eventually he showed his notepad. And the keen observers might notice a little something in front of their peepers that's a bit fishy.
Fap for Fun? Fap for Fun is a hentai site. You also visit Fap for Fun? Yeah, I download a lot of that shit. Couples? Okay. That's literally, is that not the, that's the file with the sus shit in it. Like, it says one thing, but it has a bunch of sus shit in it. So I don't understand. Like,
when he showed the recents on Notepad, there are 3 new text documents. And it doesn't take a super sleuth. You don't need Inspector Gadget to come in with some high-level tools in order to crack this case. The most likely reason is because when he looked at his recents in Notepad, there were probably some really awful things there that he knew people would pick up on. So then he opened some new text documents in Notepad to push those down out of the recents so people couldn't see them. That's the theory. That's just a game theory, but I imagine that's probably pretty accurate. Anyway though, his big claim from what I can tell with all the surviving clips here is that this is the result of a virus that uploaded this to his computer, and he had already removed it, but unfortunately that damn Windows 11, that dastardly bastard that is Windows 11, for some reason kept it around, which is really weird and odd.
how does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened. All right? I was surfing a site. Okay? The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download. It just got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit, you don't fucking want it, you fucking delete it, and that's just what happened, man. Okay? Like, that's what happened. I'm sorry, all right? Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move the fuck on, please.
A very interesting, innovative defense strategy that could make a lawyer throw himself down a set of stairs. So he's saying that he's got 3 terabytes of hentai, which, just take a moment and process that, really let that marinate. That is an absurd amount of anything to have. This guy is basically compiling the fucking Library of Alexandria for hentai on his devices. That's fucking crazy. But he's saying that, you know, like Thanos, it was inevitable that this kind of content would somehow end up on his computer when downloading all this hentai. It happens, you know? It is what it is. And then when he deleted it, Windows 11 went rogue. The ghost in the machine. It wouldn't let the notepad die. Like a necromancer, it revived it. And once again, brought it back to life on Lakari's device. Even though he himself deleted it, he tried to take it down. Windows 11 said no. That's the claim, that when he was downloading all the hentai, he noticed that this got downloaded too, so he deleted it, but Windows 11 has a feature that kept it around even after he deleted it, and he didn't plan on having this stuff in the first place. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't really pass the smell test. It is very hard to believe. Now, what is true about Windows 11, and Notepad in particular, is if you are working in Notepad, and you don't save your work, like if you exit out of it or your computer crashes and you don't save it, Windows 11 can restore it. It will actually restore that even if you didn't explicitly save it. So let me show you what that looks like. I'll open Notepad, brand new, wow. Brown fox jumped over the lazy log. I have clearly not saved. I have not done anything here. I have just typed into this, and you can see that the title matches the text in the document. Now, if I was to close out of it, I haven't saved or anything like that, but if I open Notepad again, it's still there, even though this is not a document or anything that I have saved, because it will save sessions. In Lakari's case, the text didn't match the title, which means he most likely had a separate title for those sections. And also, he said that he deleted it. If I was to, delete this, if I told this, don't save, delete it, Notepad would not restore it. At least I don't think there's any way for it to, but maybe Lakari's working with a prototype Notepad that refuses to let anything die. It saves all work no matter what you tell it to do. I find it unlikely, but I guess it's possible, potentially. Actually, here, let's play with that idea again real quick. Let's say Lakari went, I'll just go the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy log again. I haven't saved it or anything, but let's just go ahead and pretend that I came here and I said don't save. But once again, to show the whole process, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to close out of this. I'm going to reopen it, and it's still there, because it does save sessions like that. But if I came over here and I explicitly said don't save, and now I exit out of this, it will no longer open that. So I find his claim very hard to believe.
43K? And that's if they think it's like... Oh my fucking god. Bro, it's not worth it. Just fucking delete my hard drive.
This is him on stream now looking at the legality of lolly in his state, Texas. He doesn't fully understand what he's looking at, but he can recognize that it's not good, and then he eventually says that he's just going to delete his hard drive. It's not worth it. Now, call me crazy, maybe I'm on the crack pipe, but that just doesn't exactly sound like a statement from an innocent man. Like, if you've done nothing wrong and there's nothing suspicious, illegal, or pedophilic or anything like that, why would you then be saying that you're going to delete your hard drive? It's not worth it. That's very fishy, I'll tell you. And again, from that leak, from that notepad, the things that have been allegedly turned up from all of it are fucking unforgivable. Like, really disgusting, terrible shit. And him then saying, like, just delete the hard drive, it's not worth it. Again, that doesn't really seem like behavior from someone that has nothing to hide.
I'm joking about it. What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man. What the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? I'm so sorry. I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this. You want me to be guilty so fucking...
Yeah, like I said, he continued streaming for hours, so obviously people were talking about it for a long time. He snaps eventually and kind of goes ballistic about it, saying like he didn't do anything. Again, I find that kind of hard to believe given everything that happened on stream, at least from the surviving clips that are out there from it. It does not look good. This looks fucking awful. And Lakari got a ban on Twitch for all of this. Apparently he even got banned on Kick. I don't know if he like actively streams on Kick or if that was like a preemptive thing from Kick because they thought he'd go over there after he got banned on Twitch. I don't know, but if you try and go to Lakari's Twitch account, it has been removed as of right now in light of everything that happened during this stream. Again, I find it unlikely that this unfolded the way Lakari is claiming that it did, but I guess we'll see. I'm assuming there will probably be, an actual kind of investigation here, judging by what was allegedly found in some of that leaked from Lakari. Anyway, I had to yap about this a bit. Fucking crazy, man. That's really about it. See ya. Wow. I don't even know how to appropriately express my shock for what just unfolded here. Best I can do is one of these. Like a Mr. Beast thumbnail. Melania Trump, from out of nowhere, just delivered a speech going over Epstein. The whole thing was more surprising than when people learned Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. And even more surprising for me, because I only recently learned that Melania can speak. I hadn't heard a peep from her in many, 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 many years. I just assumed she had taken like a vow of silence or something, and that Trump just speaks for her. I only learned that she talks after the trailers for the Melania documentary, which, by the way, is directed by Brett Ratner, who was also present in the Epstein files with some not good photos out there of him. Interesting choice to direct her movie. A big part of this press conference was about how it's a bunch of lies that she was like a close associate of Epstein or like a victim of Epstein, and that it was only ever casual correspondence with Maxwell/Epstein, and that the email that recently came out, it's misleading. It's not actually indicative of like a personal connection there. So she tries to defend that and shoot all of that down, and then she also says some things that are directly contradictory to Donald Trump and the entire administration's stance on the Epstein files.
Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone.
Those words alone just had Kash Patel shoot up out of his bed in cold sweats, awaken abruptly from his slumber, tinkling his britches, and he's going to need to calm down by butt-chugging some brewskis, because Perjury Patel has maintained that there's no credible evidence that Epstein trafficked minors to anyone. The only person is Epstein and Maxwell. That's it. There's no other clients or anything. But here, the First Lady is saying Congress needs to act and that Epstein wasn't alone. This flies in the face of the official stance of the administration and Donald Trump himself, where they talk about how justice has been served, so get over it. Even Todd Blanche is not even shy about it. Not a crime to party with Epstein. Probably won't be doing any further investigations. Their official stance is that everything that would ever happen with the Epstein files has happened, and that the American people shouldn't care about it, and anyone that does care about it is a bad person. Also, the Epstein files aren't real. They're a Democrat hoax. Meanwhile, from out of nowhere, Melania Trump delivers this speech where she's talking about her relationship to Epstein and how, like, there's a bunch of lies about it and it's all not true, but also how important the Epstein files are and that action needs to be taken. which is very, very much flying in the face of her husband's perspective on it and the administration that has desperately tried to make people forget about it. This came out of nowhere. Melania Trump delivered this at a time where no one was talking about the Epstein files. The media had forgotten about it. The administration got hit by the Men in Black neuralizer, so they didn't even know who Epstein was. They forgot that name entirely. And then Melania Trump comes and does this.
I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. Thank you.
This had to be a huge jump scare to most people in the administration because I don't think they signed off on that. And I read a couple reports that she went rogue and did this without like official approval through the channels of the Epstein administration and their attempts to cover it up at every possible angle imaginable. So if those reports are true, if that's accurate and she did this just willy-nilly, on a whim, I bet the administration is fucking fuming over it. And now she calls for Congress to act, but Melania, get ready for the cold water. That call's coming from inside the house. You need look only in your bedside. Donald Trump is one of the main perpetrators of covering this shit up. His whole administration does everything in their power to bury it. So she is now mentioning the Epstein survivors directly, that's like Voldemort's name to this administration. They do not address the survivors, the victims of Epstein. So that was extremely surprising to hear her directly talk about it and how important it is to hear their testimony. I agree. We should be able to hear more from them and get more information about their experiences here and at least hear from them, which has been something this administration has been desperately trying to avoid, plugging their ears to it. I think she's right when it comes to that. Now, this wasn't the only thing she was addressing during this. The main thing is she was trying to set the record straight on her connection to Epstein and how they weren't close at all and all of these lies that have been spread about her being an Epstein victim or a close associate and pal are just a bunch of hooey, it's all hogwash. Which, again, comes out of nowhere because I hadn't heard those claims come up in months. This has been something the mainstream media has been radio silent on, crickets. So this just came out of nowhere and once again puts it right in people's noodle, brings it, right up front and center, which is great. I mean, actually, it's really wonderful that she decided to start talking about Epstein again in this way, because now, once again, it will remind people of the blatant corruption and the evil, the heinous acts that are being covered up here from this administration. It really is so wild because this was not being discussed all that openly. I do know now, as a result of this, that some email has been shared about her emailing with Epstein and Maxwell or something to that effect, which is something she also talks about in this, so I'm guessing that was probably the catalyst that made her want to do this. But it was something that people weren't really talking about until she brought it up. It's like if I go into a crowded theater and I say, all right, everyone, listen up. I just want to make it clear I did not shit my pants. And I don't want anyone here to think that I did. All right, now that that's out of the way, carry on. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, we weren't even really, thinking about that, but now that you've mentioned it, it makes us think that you might have doo-dooed. Did you poop your pants? What's bringing this up here?
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach.
Just ignore the numerous photos of Melania with Trump and with Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. I mean, they're right there at your fingertips, but don't look them up. Clearly, she didn't have a relationship, a friendly relationship with Epstein and Maxwell. She just photographed with them multiple times, that's all, you know. I find it a little hard to believe that they weren't friends or close in some capacity. Jiminy Christmas, again, the director of her documentary that just came out is Brett Ratner, who is in the Epstein files. I imagine they probably met through Epstein. I mean, that's just a hunch. I don't know that for sure, but that's quite a coinky-dink, don't you think? Like, I feel like she doesn't do a good job of, like, actually convincing people that that there's no, like, connection between her and Epstein and Maxwell, that they weren't really friends, because it flies in the face of what your eyes can see. The photos, the emails that just came out. Like, there's plenty of things to suggest they were friendly at the very least. Maybe she wasn't like an Epstein victim per se, but it does seem like she was a pal to Maxwell and Epstein.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania.
Nice, big shout out for her book, that's huge. I'm surprised she also didn't make a mention of the documentary or her cryptocurrency Melania coin. This was a great opportunity for her to shout out the shitcoin, what the fuck? She missed a huge marketing opportunity, but at least she got to name drop the book, so everyone can go pick that puppy up. I know everyone's really biting at their nails, just salivating, waiting to get their hands on more Melania content, and luckily she addresses that while talking about Epstein. And I like how she uses that as evidence, like, nope, this can't be true about meeting Trump through Epstein, because if you read my book, I actually documented the first time we met. And you know you can't lie when writing a book. Like, it's 100% truthful. It's gotta be. It's a book. You can't make shit up there. Like, what the fuck? That's not evidence. I have no idea if she actually met Trump through Epstein or the parties there or whatever. I don't know. But it's not like this shuts anything down. Again, this only makes people think that there is a more deep connection here between Melania and Epstein than previously thought. Like, before, it was just rumors and, like, potential explanations and theories, but her coming forward once again just adds more fuel to that fire, because she doesn't actually really prove anything at all. She just once again reminds people of it. And I imagine a lot of people that were watching this didn't even know that Melania had so many photographs and stuff with Epstein and Maxwell, or had like the emails with Maxwell. Like, I bet this actually put it on people's radar. And like I said, this really did come out of nowhere, because it's not like Epstein was a huge topic at the moment. With everything else going on, pretty much no one was talking about Epstein until she brought it up here. Which, I mean, again, I think it's great that people are reminded of it, because it's a huge fucking problem. It is extremely important, and there is still no justice even being pursued by this administration. So I am glad to see more people talking about it again. I am just really shocked to see how this happened. I would have never predicted something like this to go down here. And like I said at the beginning, she does have like a whole like minute and a half worth at the end of her press conference here dedicated to talking about how important it is, and how Epstein wasn't working alone, and how there still needs to be justice, and that the survivors need to be heard. We need to get more information. That's huge. And that is correct. We do need that. So hopefully we can start moving in that direction. I mean, the First Lady has now just made a big press conference, and it was brought up here. And it is very different than the official administration stance. So, what happens now, I wonder? I'm just very curious to see what comes next, because Donald Trump's wife has now just directly gone against what he says in regards to the Epstein files publicly. So, I guess we'll see how it all shakes out. That's really about it. See ya.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Insanidade again for the PC. Let's do this shit. Alright. That phone is vibrating, but I have a phone in my hand. In fact, it's the same phone that's over there. Well, this is a paradox. Schrodinger's cat paradox. Better take a fucking seat. We've got a real conundrum here. I guess because I hit new game last time instead of continue, the game didn't know how to deal with such stupidity, so it's just giving me 2 phones to compensate for my lack of intelligence. Now I can call twice as many people. Hooray. Are you looking to throw down, table? I'll give you a whopping of a lifetime. I'll lay the wood on you. Come here. Where'd you go? Oh fuck, it's eating me! Oh shit, no, I'm gonna devour it now. Yeah, the tables have turned! Fuck, shit, It's like a trampoline all of a sudden. Get off of me, you sack of oak! Yeah, there you go, take that. That ought to teach you a lesson. I'm on a damn teeter-totter over here. What's that? It's just some picture. Another picture. Another picture. Oh wait, hold on, that's not just another picture. That is a high-quality, top-notch photograph right there. I like that. I can't go through this door. I'm going in. Activating turbos. Yes. Alright, we're good to go. Open up. Open up, damn it. What the fuck? There we go. Alright, well, I'm happy now. Because I saw a picture of a girl showing her titties. Showing her titties. Oh, who the fuck is that? Is that the dude that's dragging me along the hallway earlier? Are these arms hanging from the ceiling? Okie dokie. I guess that chair was trying to achieve flight. Here, you can have it back. It didn't accomplish its mission. What do you think about this situation, girl on my phone? What's your opinion on this matter? If you ask me, I think it's rather depressing. The arms are clearly reaching out for the chairs they once loved, knowing full well they can no longer utilize them properly, because they have no asses, because they're arms. Where the fuck does this guy think he's going? Oh, he disappeared into the darkness, huh? That's a simple magic trick. I wish he didn't do that, though. I mean, I was just gonna tell him, dumb ass shitville is the other direction. Where are we now? What is this? Another long-ass hallway, alright. Any open doors here? A lot of screaming, but all doors are closed, it seems. It's good to see you again. Let me get by you here real quick. Alright, well, I appreciate that. I wouldn't really call her much of a people person, but I'm not giving up on her. Because even the spikiest cactus can hold the sweetest milk. I know deep down, she's probably a very friendly woman. But I'm not going to interact with her in the slightest. I'm just going to run right by her. I'm too fast for you. Alright, this Left 4 Dead witch is being a real asshole right now. I don't think it's possible to elude her. I think I just have to avoid her, perhaps. I don't know. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Put my nipples on some really cold ice. Oh, she's coming towards me. What am I supposed to do then? I can't dodge her. Oh, well. I guess she's not very determined. Because, she gave up pretty damn quickly. She needs some better resolve, I would say. Someone did a lousy job painting this wall. Oh, it's papers! Oh, shit, well, that's better. I guess there's nobody at the front desk. I'll have to leave a message. Salutations once again, my friend. Alright. Good conversation. What is this thing under the mist? Looks like a slim fencer. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? It's an ambush. That is one patient person. I've got it this time. This is the one right here. This is the one. Jet Li's the one. Is the name of a Jet Li movie. Oh, fuck. That was close. Got a little too close. Got a little too close there. Didn't take any damage though, so it's not a problem. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh shit! Fuck. All right. It's fine. Still got. I got plenty of health. Well, if you wanted to look into the asshole of a bull, you wouldn't find any shit there, because all the bullshit's right here. There's no way I was too close to that medieval knight. I was at least a football field away. Damn it. Alright, he didn't hit me. That's good. I don't understand why he keeps turning around, though. That's as far away from him as I can possibly be. Just doesn't make any sense. Let's try going behind this one, though. This guy did some damage. Oh, son of a bitch! Alright, there's no avoiding that guy. Alright, you know, fuck it. Just running right through it. Threading the needle. Go. Yes. Yes. Is there any more? I don't think so. I think I got it. The chair is here to confirm it. The referee has reviewed the play. It's a touchdown. This is a weird picture. That's a very disturbing portrait of Barnacle Boy. An arm in the box. That's like one of those, oh fuck. Light, there we go. It's like one of... Why the fuck does he keep looking at the phone? I'm trying to get the light. There we go. It's like one of those Halloween candy bowls that when you try to take a piece, the arm comes down. So I guess if you try and take the package, oh, there goes the door. Alright. What's this? Oh, hey there again. Alright, good to see you. Is this some whey protein or something? Let's take it. Oh, phone, fuck. I don't know how to use this phone. I can't make it be a light when I want it to. I can't look at the phone when I want to. I don't know the controls. And I think that stems from the fact that I just don't know this language, so I can't really read the control instructions. Here's this fucker again. Walking like an astronaut. I might be able to catch him. Oh, no. Well, he disappeared. It's hard to catch somebody that can disappear. What the fuck does it say? NATO Aquí? North Atlantic Treaty Organization here? Aquí means here in Spanish, so NATO here. Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm going to assume I go down here. Let's rock and roll. Alright. Is that what I was supposed to do? Oh, looks like it. There we go. Alright, well, this is a good stopping point. Alright, well, I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
To claim the title of most delusional man in gaming is no easy feat, especially with specimen like John Risatiello existing, the former EA greed Goliath who tinkered around with the idea of charging players for reloading their gun. But what if I told you he is no longer the most delusional man in gaming? It sounds impossible, right? Because that guy is a fucking mutant. Who could possibly beat that? Well, there's a new lolcow on the block that no one would have expected. Leslie Benzies. Now, this name might ring some bells because if you look at his resume, it's nothing but bangers. These are beloved, cherished games, all of which he has had a hand in producing at Rockstar. This guy has had nothing but hits until this year, when he had nothing but a shit. After 2013 with Grand Theft Auto 5, he doesn't have any other credits to his name in the gaming industry until Mind's Eye that dropped this year. A little embarrassing nugget that everyone has taken their turn spitting on, and that's not the biggest deal in the world. Everyone has a blunder here and there. The fact that Mind's Eye is a bad game is not what makes Leslie Benzies the most delusional man in gaming. It's his response to it. Even before the game launched, when the critics weren't really excited about it and the people that had gotten their hands early on it said it wasn't very good, he immediately discredited all of them, saying that it was a concerted effort to trash the game because people were like afraid of it. There's, our rival in the space is trying to sabotage Mind's Eye. They don't want you to experience this game. It's going to open your fucking mind's eye. And he kept that attitude up. The game came out. It flopped. It is now completely dead. It has become a joke of a game. And he is still coming back in and making these same claims, except this time he's also saying that the development was sabotaged internally by fucking double agents or something. He refuses to accept that the game is just not good and people don't like it. So now he's also planning on relaunching Mind's Eye, whatever that means. It is embarrassing. And it is sad to see a legend like Leslie Benzies become what he has now. And it's weird because I went back and watched some interviews. He himself doesn't even seem very enthusiastic about the game, so I don't know why he's trying to put on this strong face of like, no, this game is actually amazing and everyone's wrong, and even if the game's not that good, it's because there are bad actors at my company that I didn't realize were working for the deep state that ruined it. Yeah, here, I'll talk more about the Mind's Eye stuff. I know. I'm the preeminent expert on everything Mind's Eye related. I briefly talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I'll talk about it a little bit more. It's wacky. It's honestly sad to a certain extent. So, a lot of people know this, but the guy behind Mind's Eye is like an actual legend. Like, Leslie had worked on some absolute bangers, most notably Grand Theft Auto, what everyone knows him for. And he comes up with Mind's Eye and makes Build a Rocket Boy, everything like that. Well, Leslie doesn't like that no one enjoys his game. He really can't come to terms with it. So before it launched and 2 executives left, he went out there, he infamously said that all of the bad reviews and everything, like they're paid shills from competitors that are scared of Mind's Eye and what it could mean, and it's all manufactured hoo-ha. And now that other people, not just reviewers, got to play the game and they all still hated it, he's now come out and said that the reason it's bad is because of internal saboteurs. There was like this espionage effort at his company to ruin his game. And also, like, other people outside have been brainwashed and they don't understand it's actually still a masterpiece. So he plans on relaunching the game. So... Because apparently the issue was, you know, he needed to weed out all the bad actors internally, so he came into the fucking swamp and started shooting all of the monsters in there that have ruined Mind's Eye. It's actual delusion. It's almost to like a gang stalking level. It's scary. Because this guy isn't just some nobody, like, weirdo. This is Leslie fucking Benzies. Like, this guy has worked on so many Rockstar projects. I don't know how you go from that to Mind's Eye. And I don't know how you go from that to thinking that everyone is out to get you. Not that you just made a stinker. It just doesn't make sense how that happened. He's worked on every 3D Rockstar game. Really, I didn't know it was every single one. I thought it was just some of the big ones. But that makes sense. Like, he is actually a legend. And now... he's a clown. An absolute clown. I don't know why he thinks relaunching the game is a good idea. This is actually a Morbius situation. Except this game hasn't even been memed ironically. It's just sad. It's just sad, and I feel really bad for his employees that he's just gutting. Or most likely going to gut. Like, what is this? What is it? Are you on... You're looking at Metacritic right now. Get out! Give me your badge and your gun. You're out of here. Build a Rocket Boy will no longer be requiring your services, spy. Go back to DARPA. It's just so odd. Are we going to play it again? I will 150,000% not be playing the relaunch. No fucking way. No. No siree. Here. Menzies reportedly went on to tell staff via video call that the game's disastrous launch was due to internal and external saboteurs. It's unclear who he believes sabotaged development of Mind's Eye, but it's not the first type of comment to come out of the Build a Rocket Boy executive's mouth, and then this is him talking about the concerted effort to ruin it before it got off the ground and sprouted its wings. I did, however, see something interesting, not delusional. The guy who plays the lead, he actually came forward and he's like, man, it really sucks that this game's bad. He gave an interview where he's like, man, the game's just kind of a mess. You hate to see it. So, like, even... I mean, I'm assuming Leslie has now labeled that guy a traitor, and he's going to try him for treason or something, but, like, anyone who plays the game, anyone who's seen the game can tell you it's just not a good game. And for some reason, Leslie can't wrestle with that. He can't come to terms with that. He's blaming everybody and everything else, literally creating his own boogeyman. I don't know, it sucks to see. Like, it actually sucks to see. I do think the guy who played the lead is a talented guy. I agree with that. I feel bad for him. Like, he is not a bad actor. Like, he is pretty solid. They promised wheels that spin. Yeah. Well, that was one of the saboteurs. The reason the wheels don't spin is because the guy responsible for making them spin, he was working on Rockstar's payroll in order to ruin it. It's like this whole thing is deep. It's like the plot to Andor. You don't understand. You don't see what Leslie sees. There was nothing promising in that game. What could they possibly add to it? I have no idea. It's also extraordinarily odd how he's coming out and it's like, the development was ruined by saboteurs, but it's like, Leslie, did you not play the game yourself? Did you not see the game before it shipped? If you really think that somehow your developers did some, like, under-the-hood weirdness to ruin it, wouldn't you have seen it before you shipped it? He's acting like this is some big surprise that came out of nowhere. I think they made a fake build to make him think it's Game of the Year material. Can you imagine? Like, they trapped Leslie in a genjutsu at the Build-A-Rocket Boy headquarters, and they just fed him, like, the actual Game of the Year Mind's Eye. He had no idea how shit the game was, because they were just giving him, like, the best thing. Fucking Infinite Tsukiyomi over there. No, I have no idea what he actually means by relaunching. He's not exactly clear. I don't know if he's doing, like, a new version of it, or if he's actually just dropping the same stinker twice. I don't know. I don't think he's explained what exactly he means by relaunch, not that I've seen. Wow, player count's already at 20, or down to 22? It's thriving. Last week, the studio began a 45-day consultancy period that is required by UK law whenever a company is planning to lay off 100 or more employees. Oh my god. Build-A-Rocket Boy currently has around 300 UK employees and 200 based abroad. Barb, Build-A-Rocket Boy, said at the time that the cuts would focus on delivering ongoing updates and performance optimization for Mind's Eye while also ensuring the long-term success of Build-A-Rocket Boy's future ambitions. We're trimming the fat. The saboteurs, we've located them. And we're re-educating them at the office right now. Probably like Cyberpunk. I guess, but correct me if I'm wrong, Cyberpunk didn't have this whole thing where it's like, Cyberpunk relaunched! It was just they did a ton of updates, they made the game better, thus it's kind of like a new Cyberpunk than what launched. But they didn't make a whole song and dance about it, they just kept patching the game. I think it means he's going to remake the game by himself, so there's no possibility for internal sabotage. Holy shit, that'd go hard. Leslie has his action hero moment. Fuck it, I'll do it myself. Then he makes his own Mind's Eye and it's a masterpiece. You want something done right, you gotta do it yourself as he smokes a cigar. Mr. Krabs vs. Santa's Little Helper? Oh, Chip Skylark. Alright, Mr. Krabs, let's fucking do it. My shiny queef and me! Fuck. I just wanted to win, I'm so sorry. I hate using these ults, I feel so dirty. I feel so dirty. Like a sewage pig. A pig born in sewage. Made of sewage. I hate using ults, I'm so sorry. That's definitely Peppa. Oh, it's DW. What a lot of people don't realize is that DW originally stood for Dick Weezer. And I'm about to show you why. Give her the dick! Oh! Carl! Oh, Carl! I can do that too, DW! I'm Carl fucking Weezer! What don't you understand about Carl Weezer? Is that Singed? Yeah, Singed and the Dark Magician. League of Legends meets Yu-Gi-Oh! It's what we've all been wet dreaming about for years. Judge Dredd versus Kenshi's Mortal Kombat? Right? The Professy... Minimum wage. Oh! Fucking supersized it for him! My god! The Professy tried to order a salad and minimum wage is giving him a dick instead. Holy shit! The McRib is back in season. I tried to redirect him in the air. There we go. Strategy. You like those fucking calculations from the old Eustace bag? Oh, that's not Hank Hill. Oh, that's a cute little attention to detail right there. He's got the pins in the pocket. James out here looking good. About to take a diarrhea dump in Wesley Snipes' ear. Wesley Snipes sent James back to the past to suck on some ass. Jesus, look how ripped James is. That is a great Jorgen von Strangle. Ooh, is that Popeye? Versus emo SoundCloud rapper? Oh, I didn't mean to disrespect you, X. Rest in peace, X. Oh, goodness me. Fucking ate his spinach. Finally, a Spider-Man. It's the real Peter Parker. That's Tobey Maguire in there. Terminator, evil robot Todd Howard versus Pizza Spider-Man. Ooh, I like this. I like the demon Todd Howard. Ooh, what a shield! Todd Howard definitely didn't order this pizza, but Spider-Man's giving it to him anyway. That's a great Spider-Man. Oh, Todd Howard. He just re-released Skyrim. He said he wouldn't, and then he did. Holy shit. Pre-order Fallout 76 now. He just refunded Pizza Spider-Man 500 V-Bucks. Oh, here it is. Spider-Man wants a refund. Oh, but Todd Howard's not letting it happen. His greed's becoming too much. Oh! Oh my god! Oh no! It wasn't Tobey Maguire at all! It's Andrew Garfield! No wonder he lost! It was the bad Spider-Man. Honest Abe was the fourth Powerpuff Girl that Chemical X created in Professor Utonium's lab. But Mojo Jojo may prove to be too difficult without the other girls. Oh, Krampus vs. Dib. Alright, I fuck with that. Dib always believed in the paranormal. He's always been preparing for this day, for his final battle against Krampus. Xavier Renegade Angel and a fuck doll, perhaps? Raven No Hood. Is that like a model of fuck doll? Oh no, it's iDubbbz. Ooh, and hit or miss? Ooh, baby, now it's getting wild. He's content copying the TikTok memes, yeah. Oh man, iDubbbz out here punishing a lottery player. She bought some scratch-offs and Ian came out of nowhere to just completely fucking destroy her. Guy Fieri versus a demon from hell. Guy Fieri's appetite is insatiable. He is the sin of gluttony. He's about to eat the fucking demon. Oh, he's gonna sprinkle a little hot sauce on there. Come on, Guy, really get in there. Slurp him up. Come on, Guy. Get in there. Come on, Guy. Jesus, Guy. There it is. There it is, Guy. Oh. Now there's the Flavor Town I know and love. Oh, baby. Dine-ins, dine-outs, and dick-downs. There's that Guy Fieri. Is that #1 from Codename Kids Next Door? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, baby, it's a Cartoon Network showdown here. Cartoon Fridays. That's about what I look like, I'd say. Finally. An accurate depiction of me in this game. It took a long fucking time. #3. We're gonna see the whole Codename Kids Next Door cast out here. Juandissimo. Nice. Damn, Juandissimo! Out here fighting for Wanda's pussy. I really like the wand. Excuse me, the wand. I'll play the pun game. Oh, is that just sleep-deprived Kojima? This is actually poetic. Kojima's getting a chance to fight Konami directly. This Dark Magician is wild. I'm pulling for you though, Hideo Kojima. Konami did you too dirty. I can't support that.
Dark Magician. What was his move? What was the Dark Magician's move in Yu-Gi-Oh? The urethral slam jam or something? I don't quite remember. It's been a while. Dark magic attack. That doesn't sound right.
It's not often that a game actually surprises me. Usually I'm pretty good at watching a trailer for a game and having a pretty strong sense of if I'm going to like it or not. I always do approach them with open mind and open cheeks. I'm always willing to be, proven wrong on my preconceptions coming in, whether it's positive or negative. If there's something I think I'm going to love but ends up being trash, I'm more than willing to take that on the chin, or vice versa. If there's something I go in expecting abominable dog shit, but then I get served a wonderful, tasty cuisine, I don't just stubbornly stick and cling to what I expected going in. Point is, like your mother's legs, I'm always open. It's very rare, though, for a game to completely blindside me. And that's what just happened with High on Life 2. I fucking hated the first High on Life. I despised it. There was pretty much nothing in that game I liked other than the idea behind the guns, because it reminded me of Oddworld. But everything sucked major ass. It sucked farts through a crazy straw. I couldn't stand playing it. It was janky. It was boring. The writing didn't make me laugh. None of the characters ever shut the fuck up for even a second. It was just unrelenting cringe, and I just felt like the game overall was a snooze fest. I didn't like anything about the first High on Life. And High on Life 2 gets announced, and it looked a little better, but I thought for sure there's no way this was going to win me over. There's no way I was going to like it. But since I play like every game ever made for my gaming channel, I give all of them a fair shake. I, of course, checked out High on Life 2. Much to my delight, the game actually slaps. But it has one unforgivable sin, and if you've seen any of the reviews, you already know what I'm going to mention: the performance. The performance of High on Life 2 for the vast majority of players is unforgivable. It shouldn't have released in this state. For a lot of players, it doesn't even work. And that is completely unacceptable. They should have given this a little bit more time to bake in order to iron out those performance issues that so many players have been having. I've read that they've gotten a little better for some people, but still that doesn't excuse releasing a broken product. So that, of course, is a non-starter for a very good reason for a lot of people. I, however, did not have those performance issues outside of like the occasional stuttering and one or two crashes. So I got lucky in that regard, but I also have a fucking monster of a PC. So I want to give you my thoughts on it, and if you want to see the whole playthrough, it's up on Moist Critical Gaming. Go subscribe. Basically every game ever made, I'm playing over there. Anyway, High on Life 2 is such a significant improvement in every possible area over the first one. It is much more fun to play, and I think the main thing that contributes to that is their emphasis on movement. So in High on Life 2, you have a skateboard. You get it very, very early. And the skateboard is fun. It is fast. It gives you movement options. You get air dash. You get grinds and shit. There's a lot that you can do with the skateboard that makes the movement feel very, very fast, which is great. But it's not just that that's an improvement. So let's take it from the top. So I actually cared about the story and the characters in this one, which I would have never expected going into this because I hated every character in the first High on Life. But somehow in this one, it works. They had like a complete overhaul of their approach to writing characters and writing jokes and just the world around High on Life 2. And it works so much better. The way I describe this game is a modern 360 title. Every second I spent playing High on Life 2, I felt like I was in middle school again playing the Xbox 360 with some kind of wacky, zany game. It was really, really creative, especially its boss fights. Like, there is a boss in here that shrinks down to Ant-Man size, and you have to follow him by following his coffee stains that he leaves behind, which isn't the most creative part, but what happens is, when you do take down his health bar, you do, throw him up against the lockers and shake him down for his lunch money. He has a phase 2, but not in the way you think. He infiltrates the game itself. So what he does is he gets inside of your suit, and your suit is your UI, it's your menu. So now you as the player have to fight him in your suit, meaning you fight him throughout your menus. So like he's fucking around with your sliders and stuff, and you have to like fight him with hitting him with the slider. He's messing around with like character dialogue because there's an option to turn it up or off, which that's a great quality of life feature there. And he turns it to ultra, so you immediately just start like you get panicked because the last thing you want is every character to go back to like High on Life 1 level where they won't shut the fuck up. And he's like exploiting that and you have to like fight him to stop him from doing that. It is so creative. And then there's so many like mini games in that fight. So like there's a section where you have to like chase him through like your face mask, and the only way to get him is like you have to stab yourself in the eye with knifey. And you're literally stabbing yourself while he's playing basically Donkey Kong. It's really creative is what I'm saying. They actually went kind of whole hog into just, fuck it, we're just going to send the silliest ideas and hopefully people like it. And I really appreciated that. I really like the vibe of just, here's a crazy little wacky boss fight with mechanics that really come out of nowhere and don't make any sense in a lot of cases, but are really fun to engage with like a ton of tiny little mini games within the fight. I really appreciated the creativity of things like that. And like I said, the story is already better. The characters don't talk as much and the writing on them is better, so it's not as nauseating, it's not as eye-rolling. That's not to say everything hits. There's a lot of shits. There's a lot of jokes in here that definitely don't land, but for the most part, it's a lot better. It's a huge improvement in its writing. And another huge improvement is its gameplay. Like, it is much tighter. High on Life 1, I thought, was so janky and so slow, it was just a slog every time you got into a gunfight. Here, it's really enjoyable. They don't really change the formula all that much or anything, but with the addition of the skateboard making it faster, and also just the guns being fun to use here, like I think there's a lot of like creativity with the guns. Of course, you have like the trick hole things that you can use that change the way that you approach a fight. So like Creature, for example, you mind control an enemy, he'll fight with you for a while, and you shoot out his, like, kids that'll do damage and, like, start fighting the enemies for you. And you're skateboarding around the whole time, and you can fling your skateboard at people to hit them with it and do damage. The melee is kind of non-existent. Like, there's not a whole lot to do with melee. You just swing knifey sometimes for a little bit of damage, so it's not like there's, like, a big, emphasis on melee or anything. But overall, the gunplay was better, the gameplay was tighter, and it was faster. So it's just a huge improvement across the board in its gameplay. Now, I do want to make it clear that doesn't mean that it's like the best gunplay you'll ever play in your life, but it is good. Like, it's above serviceable. Like, I enjoyed fighting things in the game. But it's very bare bones, and enemy variety is kind of non-existent, so you're fighting the same enemies a million times over and over and over again. And the upgrades you get for your guns are mainly like ammo count, damage count, and then there are occasionally like a couple of like tweaks to the guns that you can find through upgrades, which are, appreciated. But for the most part, it's very simple stuff. Like, there's nothing overly deep about its gameplay or its mechanics. It's all very simple, but it's done well enough that it's enjoyable. Another nice thing about the game is there's quite a bit to do. So I spent 9 hours on it, and I only did one side quest. I didn't do like a whole lot of exploring or side quests. I did like a little bit, but not much. And I was looking into it. There is like actually quite a lot of meat on the bones here. There is a handful of like important stuff outside of the main story, and a lot of like really creative things as well. So like there's an escape room that you can do, which is completely optional. I didn't even find it in my playthrough, even when I was exploring. And it can actually change the entire ending. I don't want to spoil it. It's a very, very cool thing that can unfold. And there's a lot of things like that in High on Life 2. So if you're someone that really likes to get lost in a world and likes to see, some things change as a result of choices you make, High on Life 2 actually has that. Which again, I would have never fucking expected. The end of the game, a lot of choices I made throughout the game ended up playing a significant role. Again, I don't want to spoil it, because it's very, very creative in how it utilizes your choices at the end. It was impressive. Really, everything about High on Life 2 shocked me. Because again, I hated the first one, and I had no expectations at all with this one. And I was kind of blown away. Now, not to get like carried away here, the game isn't like, a masterpiece or anything. It's still got plenty of flaws. And like I said, it is a very, very simple game. But I think that's what made me appreciate it so much. It really made me feel like I was playing like a 2009 Xbox 360 game that just unapologetically threw all kinds of quirky fucking ideas at the wall and just threw them all in a pot and, popped this puppy out here. And some of it works, some of it doesn't. And I really enjoyed that. I really, really did. So, yeah, I wanted to just make a review on this one, because this is probably the most surprised I've been with a game in a while. It's not my favorite game of the year or anything. That still goes to Neo 3. But, man, was this delightful. That's really about it. So, yeah. See, like, look at this shit. Neighbors say mom's Christmas lights are too bright. Like, these stories are incredible. This is the real news.
Katie Rayner and her kids.
This really is just like straight fucking boomer news.
That the lights are too bright.
In another news, we found 2 cats in a tree that were safely escorted down.
If at any point our lights become a nuisance, please
I bet she regretted that.
knock on our door. Katie letterbox
I guarantee that shit poured in faster than a Reddit hot take comment thread.
Plenty of feed. So much grief. They just hope it doesn't escalate this Christmas.
What a sad life. Oh, all that Christmas spirit next door is making me real mad. Damn, I can't beat my wife in privacy anymore with silence? Come on. I'm writing a letter. God, that looks so cool. Who the fuck is gonna complain about that? Are you kidding me? Around my entire fucking city, the most lights you'll find is one strand hung up from a tree by accident because someone got into a fight. And in an attempt to strangle someone with the lights, they lost control and threw it in a tree. I'd love to see shit like that. Are you kidding me? What else we got? I can't stop now. I'm so invested. Does vegan Vegemite really taste different? Well, I gotta know. I mean,
like Coca-Cola
with a title like that, I gotta know.
11 herbs and...
What are you having for breakfast?
Vegemite on toast.
Said no kid ever. Isn't Vegemite just like caterpillar shit?
It's a
How do you make Vegemite?
Please explain.
After 96 years,
well, you raided a
with the
barnyard and looked for the droppings.
Spread, now officially
and voila,
certified as
Vegemite.
So there's a logo on the back of pack, which again certifies the product as vegan friendly.
Just that word makes things taste worse, though. You have to realize that.
The true lovers of Vegemite,
there's more to flavor than just the actual taste. There's smell, which is a big component, and then vegan, which is another big component. If it's there, it's going to be tasting worse.
Get your own personalised jar.
Oh, okay.
And here it is.
What?
The newest addition to the range.
You bet your ass I'm importing a Charlie Vegemite for myself to enjoy.
Oh, I love it. I don't know if
Get myself a goddamn Vegemite enema.
USA and
I like how they turned this story into an ad.
What do you think of it?
Flawless.
It's very unique.
This is fucking awesome. Just so many trivial stories. I feel like I'm gathered around at like Thanksgiving and my family's just complaining to me about like these local stories. It's something just so wholesome about these things. God damn. Fucking love this. Country locals fed up with city slicker business owners' behavior. I'm in it.
How does a humble rural car washing business alienate a community? The 2 city boys who had a tree change and opened the business are now embroiled in the mother of all personality clashes with
damn you evil car wash executives.
On us either.
Damn you straight to hell.
Come on, Dave, no need to run.
They're just...
Christ, the high-speed chase!
The word I can use for them is just rude assholes.
Wearing a golden watch and a trench coat. Fuck. Super villain.
Yeah, just throw it.
Oh god.
Have you done anything?
You fucking lasagnaed the car wash?
Disgusting.
Those doors can never open again.
Quite well.
Turns out Walter White owns this car wash.
In the Akubra,
what
the
a
son of the
name.
late Bentley's chairman, Dick Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf.
And it's fair to say the boys
That's
venture
Harry Potter
into the car
shit.
wash game.
David,
man, when current affair comes around, the villains scurry away. Like fucking Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Gang coming in. God damn.
Bangry.
We spotted David in the street.
David.
Jesus, current affair is relentless. We found David taking a shit behind a bush and charged him.
You're a terribly charity.
David wasn't keen on the
God, they found him again. We broke into David's house to get an answer.
Are you busy out?
I hate squatter laws. Fuck squatter laws. That shit needs to be changed ASAP.
Rude, which is virtually no one month's rent.
Graham and Jan Bolton have run Green Hills Caravan.
How do you beat this raid boss of squatting? A squatter is someone who lives in a property illegally. If they live there long enough, they get squatter rights. So let's say you and your family went on vacation for 2 months and you left your house vacant, and a homeless man moved in the day after you left. By the time you come back, he has legal rights to your property. Obviously, I don't know the time frame, but squatter rights. There's rights to protect squatters.
Bill refused to leave.
Fucking hate it.
The park owners
I get
went
why
to
they're
the
there
New
though,
South
to a certain
Wales Civil
extent.
Administrative Tribunal
To recover it.
Bill, we're here to collect the rent.
They should just make it a living hell for him to live there.
When are you gonna start
Egg his
paying?
RV. Just get like a bunch of hooligans together to use it for graffiti. Pee in his cars.
Ring the police, is it?
Like, just make it miserable for him to live there. That's how you combat it.
Called the police
Take his
on
grill.
us.
William Pine?
Oh,
Bill's nothing without his grill.
Of indecent assault of a minor in June last year.
That sounds like a
And
squatter.
then again in February this year of
But because he's a squatter, those charges are
So it's
waived.
quite official.
Meat in a bid to combat theft.
That looks so high tech.
That's the way that Coles and
That
the
packaging looks like it's
supermarkets
right
have
off
to
of the
protect
International
themselves
Space
to
Station.
Protect their profit.
Well, you go around the corner there and then
I wonder
my daughter just
if they hired like prison guard security to lock down red meat, how far would they go to protect it? Like if you had an Area 51 storm the red meat aisle, they can't stop all of us stealing red meat. How hard would the guards work to protect the red meat?
We can't really get into
Is there any winning this battle?
It's way too easy. There's a problem. Yeah. We in our system.
Yeah, it's called bad parenting. What do you mean? I hate these parents.
Is terrific.
Same reason YouTube's eating such fat shit, because parents use it to babysit their kids because they can't be bothered to fucking watch them.
Now,
That's on
the
you,
decided
lady.
not to identify him was via
I'm
birth.
surprised his mom isn't blaming vaccines for his child's escape from the country.
About him.
You shouldn't have done, aside from the trip to Bali.
Coke, meth.
I drank a beer.
You did have a beer.
Damn! That kid has a
Where'd you have
baby
that?
tooth coming in and he's pounding shots with some
someone
Bali
in Bali-
hookers? Fuck yeah.
Actually, different rules over there, don't they?
Yeah.
Why is
Each day,
even the
he'd come
interviewer
back
was
to his
licking his
room
lips?
for a rest.
I might have to
Before
plan a
hitting the
trip to
beach.
Bali.
Restaurants and,
You wanna come?
well,
Standoff between. Oh, I love this shit. They're just such small, trivial cases. Fuck. This is the kind of shit I love. Alright, let me see the standoff.
First, how long has she been?
God, she's scary looking. The embodiment of meth.
Long time. Had moved in with her kids.
And she was
Are her eyes that big, or is there something wrong with the photograph? That was like looking at a Sasquatch photo. What the fuck was that?
And that was that.
Looked out of a fucking Alita Battle Angel.
Julie claims that
Squatching, so you can't do anything about it.
And unfortunately, she's right.
Messages from you in there asking her for.
Once squatting rights kick into effect, the only thing you can do is pray that Jesus strikes it with lightning or something, because you're fucked.
throughout this entire period,
Squatters' rights are
Julie
like
has
all-encompassing.
continued to pay off her mortgage
They could
and
commit
pay the
murders
bills
in
for
that
her
house, and if they're a squatter, the police can't go in.
In the meantime,
From a current affair, we just wanted to have.
Come out with your hands in the air, and the meth on the ground, please.
So what? You're a little lying. You're a liar. What? You think you're in here? Julie, you're a liar. As far as she's concerned,
I can hear the bath salts now.
got the rights, and she's there.
This is more serious than I thought.
You know,
We'll
it's
need an
her place.
exorcist.
She tells me to get her
to deliver
God, look at
another
that shit.
termination notice for rent arrears to Teresa this
It looks
week,
like the fucking
and will
boogeyman,
return
La
to the
Llorona
tribunal
or
to
something.
try to get her out.
Are you tired of putting your lunchbox in the refrigerator only to find out the refrigerator ate your shit? Anthony Sullivan here, and this is the pinnacle of human ingenuity. It's called the fridge locker. It is the food security system of the future. You can put your moonshine in there, your absinthe. It's got a fucking 3-digit combination for maximum security. It keeps your food safe, you son of a bitch. You have expired bread, put it in the fridge locker. Make it better bread. Tired of your kids shitting in your lunchbox? Well, throw your food in the portable Fort Knox. They won't get it. You can put it in the fridge, freezer, pantry, your asshole. Open it like a mailbox. Use it as a flimsy shelf. Damn it, more shit in the lunchbox. It's well ventilated so you can keep your pets inside of it. Now I'm holding this fridge locker, and it is heavier than a fucking boulder. This pile of plastic is your knight in shining armor if you happen to have food allergies. This is innovative technology here, folks. This is technology you won't see for a few decades. This is true Star Wars shit, but I know what you're thinking. I'm short. Fuck you, how about now? That's right, the cat's out of the bag. This bitch is made out of adamantium, but what does Yogi Bear think? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is an 800-pound grizzly bear attempting to slide its wiener into the fridge locker. There's no smoke and mirrors, no sleight of hand. This is authentic fucking shit. The fridge locker is perfect if you need to put entire dorms, offices, or homes inside of something. You can even travel from inside of the fridge locker. The possibilities are endless with the fridge locker. Now you can have one of these for only $20, or you can send me pictures of your ass cheeks, and I'll toss in another heap of this shit, and I'll call you on the phone and yodel for you. That's right, this milestone in human engineering could be yours for only $20. You could be the envy of your neighbors and have 2 of them for only $20. Fucking incredible. This product was developed in top secret by reptilian humanoids. Modern science cannot even begin to explain the sophisticated design. So say goodbye to those titties, and say hello to these titties.
Okay, I'm going.
This is Burger King?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
The Grinch, we'll have Burger King later. That's in the next video.
Okay, this is the McDonald's Grinch meal.
Which, if you look at the box, it says, "This was my idea, Grinch." So he came up with this, and it says, "Festive, ew, Merry Grinchmas."
The McShaker fries, all for me. It's empty.
Did you ever do McShaker fries?
I don't know what that is.
I think actually you saying that shows no.
Yeah, what is
Let
it?
me teach you. Get your fries out.
Also, our driver stole all of our fries.
Yeah, I got extra ones. So, screw
Take your
you,
bag.
Okay.
You're gonna open the bag. You're gonna dump your fries in. I think they still do these in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. But they stopped here years ago. Now pull out your dill pickle seasoning.
My dill pickle seasoning, huh?
Are you a pickle fan usually? Like
I
on
like
stuff?
pickles, yeah.
Perfect.
No, pickles are good.
You're gonna open your seasoning, and you're gonna dump it in the bag.
Oh yeah.
Make sure to get it all out.
That's very pickly. They did a good job on that. And then I'm guessing this.
You're gonna, you do that, and then you mix shake them. Is this good for the audio?
Yeah. Here, I'll take the camera.
Wow. 4 sprinkle roll shake, yeah.
Oh.
I forgot the roll.
I did that part? Yeah, I almost told you. They always said you roll it so the seasoning doesn't come in.
Very cool.
I can't believe you've never had
I've never
shaker
even
fries.
heard of shaker fries.
I don't remember the seasonings they used to have.
Wow, that didn't spread very evenly.
No, yours did
That's
not.
'cause
Look
you
at
didn't
mine.
roll
Look
it.
how beautiful it is.
Ah, well, a lot of good pickle coming in.
Want
I
me to
guess.
shake it for you?
No, I'm fine. I made my bed. I'll lie in it. Wow. Can you see that?
Yeah, you got a lot on that puppy.
Alright, maybe I'm gonna mix shake that shit again. Right here. That's just an instant kidney stone.
I'll try the pickle. Wow.
Oh wow. I'm saying wow for different reasons. My reason is these are good.
That is actually pretty good.
Good one. Oh yeah, those aren't
Chelsea,
bad.
come have a pickle
I
fry.
didn't expect that to actually be that good.
Yeah.
They did well. They did really well.
Oh, delightful.
Oh, I thought you hated it.
No, that's good.
You
It's a
hate
little
it?
shocking if you're not ready for it, but it actually does taste good.
It's like there's something else there.
I should stop.
That's very good. Wow, thank you, Grinch.
You did a great job. What do you do to my nuggets?
They're just, so that's the meal. It's like the shaker fries.
Are there 10
you
nuggets
get
in there?
a Toy, I think. Something.
That's a toy.
That's the toy. You okay if I open the toy?
Yeah.
I really.
Well, you should have one too.
Yeah.
Are they different?
I don't know.
Are there multiple?
They're multiple.
Do you
I
also have
guarantee it.
nuggets?
Yeah. No, I have a Big Mac.
There's a big,
Oh,
the meal comes
gotcha.
Big Mac or chicken nuggets.
And there's nothing special about those?
Other than the shaker fries and the toy, I guess.
Well, to answer the Grinch where he says this was my idea, it was a shit idea.
I got socks.
I got socks too. They're the
Whoa.
same fucking socks.
Same socks.
I think that's a pretty good, like,
is a
as an
good toy.
adult, I
That's a
think
good
that's
toy.
pretty good. I don't know if a kid would like socks, but I would
can't
like
read
socks.
it because it's on the bottom.
I think
Nose hazard.
Huh?
That's, I can read, right? That says nose hazard?
Yeah.
you got sticky feet, man.
Yeah, and you're
I was
smelly.
thinking like somebody would kick me in the face. All right.
Yes, that's what the Grinch is known
All
to
right,
do.
Danny loves socks.
I'll wear those.
All right, and then
Yeah, put those over here.
we got the Big Mac.
Big Mac. Yep,
Big
that's a
Mac.
normal Big Mac.
You don't know that. They gave me sweet and sour sauce, just like the Grinch.
They gave me Big Mac.
Just like the Grinch. Whew.
Am I dumb, or does that patty look a little different?
I don't know.
He just grinched on
No, it
it
looks
a
like there's
little bit.
like egg on it, right? Is it that layer right there? It doesn't look like a little egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like lettuce.
No, maybe it is just. Yeah, maybe it is.
I don't know if it's any different.
Is it eggy?
No, that's just Big Mac.
Is it good?
I mean, it's a Big Mac.
Here, I'll try it.
Farm.
You want a Grinch nugget?
Yeah, I'll take a Grinch nugget. Yep, that's a nugget.
That's a Big Mac. I can't believe it's exactly what Chelsea told us it was.
Yeah.
You got any more Grinch salt to put on the nuggets?
Oh, good idea.
There's none.
Wait, let me have a plain one before you Grinch it up.
Here, I'll take one too. I don't need sauce.
It's like Skyrim.
What version of the Grinch is y'all's favorite?
What are my options?
Do you want to know?
Original or the Jim Carrey one?
The elimination one.
Yeah, the ending.
Oh, I forgot there was a new snack.
Definitely the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the Jim Carrey one.
Jim Carrey was made to play the Grinch.
Yeah, have you seen the original animated?
I know.
Oh, wow.
I've only seen the Jim Carrey one. I read it in the book though.
Yeah.
I've never watched any of the animated ones.
Show it to us in school.
The Grinch definitely.
You have to kill him.
Shitty horror Christmas movie that I watched recently where they like the Grinch is the main bad guy. It is probably the worst writing I've ever watched, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
That's fun. That's always fun.
You would probably really like it, Charlie.
I think the
I know I
Grinch
would.
was, and this probably isn't a hot take, extremely justified to be the way he was. They were horrible to him.
I don't remember. What did they do to him?
He just was made fun of and bullied everywhere for being green.
Yeah.
It was just racism.
Yeah, but they got over it, alright?
Yeah.
So what was it? Fair. So he stole Christmas and then they forgave him? I don't remember the story.
He stole Christmas.
No, he stole Christmas and then he realized his wrongdoings and became
brought
nice.
Christmas back.
Yeah.
Made his heart
Yeah. The
And then-
one non-racist who treated him like a human being.
Yeah, but
No, go ahead.
essentially, beginning, the umbrellas carrying the babies accidentally blew him into the wrong town. So he was supposed to go to the Grinch land. He ended up in Whoville. Nice family. Nice family accepts
You
him.
see that?
Treats him really well. It is.
Yeah, that's the lore.
Nice family accepts him, treats him well, and then as a kid, the mayor fucking shits on him. The kids in his class shit on him. He tries shaving his face. He gets little scabs. They make fun of him. It was just mean, so he hides up in the mountains away from everybody.
The lore is that he was meant to go to a place with other people that look like him.
Right, it's literally racism, the story.
Why was that?
I'm not kidding, it is. Like, it literally is.
The baby delivery system was flawed at the time. You didn't come out of a person. You came in on an umbrella egg thing.
Right.
How babies are born.
Yeah,
Right.
so big wind.
Yeah,
Legitimately, he was playing Fortnite.
He dropped in
and a big gust
Pachinki.
pushed-
So why have we never seen Grinchland?
I'm sure they have they never shown Grinch
It's
Land?
kind of like in Avatar when all the airbenders are dead.
Yeah.
That's why when
Untapped market right
it is when he's fixing Christmas, he gets those arrows that start glowing.
Yeah.
Also, this Big Mac was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a Big Mac.
I would say,
I mean, you get a meal.
yeah, very underwhelming.
You get socks.
And you get socks. I appreciate the McShaker fries. That's cute. I
Those are
guess.
great. I think they should bring back shaker fries all the time.
I want another flavor though.
They could have done others.
Yeah, like garlic parm type stuff like that.
I feel like we're not used to. You don't really see McDonald's doing a shit job. They normally put their best forward, like that Saweetie meal.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't that literally just the sauce?
They actually just get. She was like, I like putting nuggets on my burger, so they'd give you nuggets and a burger, so you could put
But
nuggets on.
it did have sauce though, if I remember.
Oh,
right.
that's right. The Saweetie
Saweetie sauce.
and sour sauce or something
Oh,
like
Yeah,
that.
it was something like that. Yeah, they had the BTS one too. That one was the most lazy.
What was that one?
That one was, I think,
It was literally.
Yeah, it was just chicken nuggets. I think they didn't even give you a special sauce. It was just chicken nuggets. No,
They
they
didn't do anything
They gave
different?
you sweet and sour sauce as well. I think.
I think they were on.
No, they gave you the sweetie and sour sauce again.
I think also the Jujutsu Kaisen one was really bad too. That one was just like
We instantly thought of 400 better ideas with that one. Like they didn't do one thing right with that one. This one, they just needed to do more. Like at least make green mayo on the burger or something.
Yeah, it's just very uninspired. No one cares anymore about these collabs from the corporate perspective. They fucked up. Good dill pickle sauce there, salt though.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick because I'm pretty sure. Why is my microphone on my phone? Who's listening to me?
You got a wire on you?
He's trying to voice
No.
the voice so he never forgets.
Do you think the Grinch, the Grinch saw return on this deal that they put together
No
with McDonald's?
shot. What do they even get out of this?
The Dr. Seuss estate.
Yeah.
What if when you finish the shaker fries at the bottom of the bag, it says the Grinch will return, and they have like a really gritty remake of the Grinch coming out?
Good Grinch Doomsday.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. They have roasted garlic butter shaker fries in Japan. That sounds much better. Ume nori, they're called shaka shaka fries. Red pepper, they have a lot of flavors there.
That's cool.
So,
And they used to do it here?
they did. When did they stop?
It said the 90s when I looked at it.
I was gonna say I don't remember doing them.
Yeah, I don't
I'm an old man. So, I guess that one was underwhelming.
It was fine though. I liked it. That was a special experience.
Oh, why McDonald's is permanently replacing this from November 23rd. Replacing shaker fries with.
Normal fries.
Okay, this was a scam site that brought me to an AI thing. Whatever. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it is what it is.
Alright.
It's fucking fries and nuggets. Or fries and a Big Mac.
With one of the disappointing turnouts from McDonald's, do you think Burger King SpongeBob collab beats it or falls flatter?
It can't fall flatter. This is
It can
two
be.
items.
It can be bad though.
It can be bad. Like, it can
Right.
taste bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like as far as, like, what you get, it can't be less than this. Well, actually, I mean, you got socks. You got socks.
I did get socks.
You got
You are
socks.
right. We're discounting that because they're not edible. We got
Yeah,
socks
that's true.
and shaker fries.
That's true.
And a box.
And a box.
And a box.
That's true. I didn't think of
Which, remember, it's Burger King. They may not give us a bag or box. They may not do anything for it. It might just be called SpongeBob.
That's true. I just feel like there's no, like, it can't go lower. It's just my hunch.
Well, and as Burger King says, we can.
they do typically do that, yeah.
Are we doing... I know your answer based on the extent of what was in this. You want one video or two?
Let's see the Burger King meal.
All right, show
All right.
us. Just in case.
Yeah, let's just do an outro just in case.
Yeah. Before the outro, I'll do a little... Are you editing this? Here's a screen wipe for Charlie. All right, do an outro.
Burger King, McDonald's Grinch, fuck yeah. Love that guy.
It was fine.
That's the guy. Thanks for the collab, McDonald's. You did it again. You knocked it out of the park.
You're sounding more and more like Rick and Morty.
2 days, no sleep. It's rough.
You dip into Rick and Morty land.
Yeah. It's the Bikini Bottom Burger King blowout. We got the Burger King SpongeBob collab.
They made a box. We thought they wouldn't.
They got the pineapple box. They got the Flying Dutchman brew.
They got the bag also with the Flying Dutchman. This is concerning to me right off the bat. You didn't drink any of
No.
this. It just was like that.
It's a slushie. So
They left room for Jesus.
Yeah, they left a lot of room for Jesus. I didn't know he was that big.
So this definitely melted then.
So there's
Yes.
some that's like the one that Matt has is just the slushie, and then the one that you have is the float version. So it's a slushie.
It looks so good.
Oh, yours has cream.
Yes.
All right, should we drink these before they melt even more?
Yes, I would like that actually.
Here you go.
Ah, wonderful.
I'll mix it up so it's a slushy again. That actually
What flavor do you think it is?
green.
2 salads.
Green apple.
I think it's Dr.
It's
Kelp.
yeah, but it's kelp flavor.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
I would presume. One would presume.
Yeah, let me see what it says.
Frozen drink. It says frozen Fantapa.
Oh yeah, Fanta Tropical.
Oh, Fanta, I see.
It's very sweet.
Yes.
Here, would you like to try it sans ice cream?
Sure. I didn't taste the ice cream in mine yet, so.
I guess I know what ice cream tastes like, and I know what that tastes like. So.
Definitely tastes the same.
Yes.
Let me get in the ice cream.
Pineapple Fanta slush or the pineapple.
Oh, pineapple. That makes sense. That's his home. What did they call it?
The frozen Fanta pineapple.
Oh.
And then Pirates frozen pineapple float.
Oh.
I guess they.
So that one's not yours. Isn't as special.
Yeah. So
you can try the ice cream on top there if you want. It's fine.
That's crazy how much Diet Dr. Kelp was such a layup.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I was about to say. It's better with ice cream.
Yeah.
Shocking. Everything I know about this, you're going to with each item be like, why the fuck did they do that? Like, why did they not name the green drink Diet Dr. Kelp?
Yeah.
There were layups everywhere.
They could have given you a novelty drink hat and sip out of it, yeah.
He was number one. Man, we do this every time with Burger King. We just make it better immediately.
Just hire us as consultants.
Restaurants that do meals like that where they have a different drink. Like it's not, it is like Dr. Kelp or whatever.
I don't know.
How much do
I
you
wonder if
think
there's some weird law around that.
That's a good question.
I wonder how much is like Viacom being like, no, you can't actually use that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's ours. We don't want you to have it.
That'd be weird though to just give them nothing.
I would love.
Because why do it at that point?
All right, what is this?
These.
That is Patrick Starberry shortcake. That's a weird word.
These are cinnamon rolls.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I think they messed up.
They're Gary shells.
It's just, yeah, it's part of the Krusty Krab craving bundle.
Do you want to save the dessert? I didn't mean to go straight. All right. I don't know what else is in here. There's 2 bags. All right. What is this?
That, I believe, is one of Mr. Krabs' cheesy bacon tots.
This is so silly.
You don't remember the episode where Mr. Krabs loved cheesy bacon tots and he talks about it all the time?
SpongeBob, you're gonna have to cook up something new. Cheesy potato tots.
I can see a correlation between crabs and bacon, like money, making the bacon. Isn't that a thing? Something like that.
Yeah.
That's it though. That's like the only line I can look at there.
Crab legs in there.
Oh,
Crab legs?
Such a layup.
This is a banger item though.
It is really good.
This is a good item.
Wait. There's that goes.
I think there's another one in there.
There were 2, but one was simply an empty bag because Burger King has done it again.
No, that's the one. This is the other one. That just spilled in there.
Wait, so what are those?
It's also 4-piece jalapeno cheddar bites.
That's
That's just part of the Mr. Krabs bundle.
That's good.
That's a bacon tot.
Let me get a bacon one if there's one left.
There's one left.
One in the box.
Nope, that's a jalapeno popper.
That's
on that.
I'll live.
That's good.
Oh, jalapeno popper.
Those 2 items immediately much better than everything McDonald's did.
Some of the best that Burger King's ever done, to be honest.
That was extraordinary.
Jalapeno popper.
Oh, that's
we've said this before. Anytime Burger King makes something in a fry or bigger shape, it's good.
Yeah, they fucking crushed this. I like that a lot.
Do you think they know they're bad at burgers and they just keep making them because it's in their name?
Yeah, I feel like
it would just be king.
Yeah, we're this far. It's the sunk cost fallacy.
Man, those were good.
I'm sad that you didn't get a bacon cheese.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll go get one myself.
Well, I
later.
have a half-eaten one in there, but my hands were dirty.
No, that's all right. I'll be fine.
Still horrible tie-in to the show.
It doesn't
really
match,
good.
Doesn't match the theme, but great food items for sure.
Like I would actually say they should have just made those and not put.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have any of you watched current SpongeBob?
No.
Maybe Mr. Krabs took a weird bacon cheese twist that we don't know about.
Bacon cheese.
I started watching the most recent Sandy Cheeks movie.
I did not know.
And I didn't see Mr. Krabs mention anything about cheese nor bacon, but That movie did suck major ass.
What was the spoilers coming? What was the through plot? Like
The premise.
I don't remember, but I recall it was half animation, half live action. It
Like
was,
where they put them on popsicle sticks and walk them over the
nope,
water.
it was like
Oh.
3D animation meets like Disney like That's So Raven type sitcom thing.
Oh,
I didn't
sounds
finish it.
weird.
who played Sandy?
Well,
Are you saying
no,
like an actress?
No.
Oh,
Like
it was
like,
still like more realism animation.
yeah, they had the same 3D animation that SpongeBob has become known for now, which is awful looking.
Terrible.
And then they had like a live action cast that was like the bad guys.
Oh, I see.
Kinda, yeah.
Huh.
But really, it was terrible. I didn't finish
That
it.
sounds atrocious.
And not a single mention of bacon cheese bites.
Not in the first 30 minutes.
What about Cine Minis?
I didn't hear anything about Cine Minis in that movie.
That's a weird consistency.
Yeah, I don't like that consistency of glaze.
What's that remind you of?
It reminds me of the sea, me boy. This is... What are these? Just cinnamon rolls?
Mm-hmm.
No.
There's a cinnamon roll.
There's a cinnamon roll.
What's the name of those?
Masonies?
Cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, they're called City Minis.
There's no tie-in to SpongeBob.
No, it's just part of the Krusty Krab
That's
Crazy
fine.
bundle.
That's fine.
No, that's all right.
Sometimes you just need to put a dessert in there.
They're called City Minis.
But I thought maybe they'd be like, like Gary's shell.
The chum bucket cinnamon McGibbon.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know John Daly was here.
We got more.
Okay, I think this one is supposed to be SpongeBob and Patrick's F.U.N. meal.
Oh, okay. See, that's
all
much
right,
cooler.
all right. I will say they're crushing McDonald's.
Yeah. These items are so much better.
I think one of those. I think one of those could be one of the bacon ones.
That's what we're eating. That's good.
Did it come with the pie?
Oh yeah, and then with the pie. We've got Patrick Starr's berry shortcake pie. You remember Starberry shortcake pie. Remember that episode? If only they had a whole episode based around them having pie.
Yeah.
If only.
That would be crazy.
It'd be so convenient if they had that.
Yeah, they'll get there. And then
we got
the most upsetting of them all.
Just a Whopper.
No, it's the Krabby Whopper.
It's the SpongeBob's Krabby Whopper.
Oh, I
if only in the show there had something to do with.
I wonder if there's some
burgers.
reason they can't call it a Krabby Patty.
I will say they did a yellow bun. They're encroaching on Wendy's territory.
They are.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty patty.
Pretty patty.
Incredible.
Somebody eat it.
Nasty patty.
He killed the health inspector.
Get it? No, get it with. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, Dan. Can you get a shot of when Charlie goes to bite it? And you do like the.
Oh yeah, that's the Squidward.
A lot of lettuce.
Can you taste the yellow?
Can you taste the plankton?
I did a little sleight of hand there. Call back to the episode. There's pickles under my tongue.
Oh, nice.
Got the pickles.
Can I have a napkin? I made a mess.
One whole pickle was too much for me. It's good.
That is a Whopper.
It's a Whopper.
What is it? A good Whopper?
No, it's a Krabby Patty.
I don't like onions.
It's fine.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Charlie?
I do.
It's just a Whopper with a yellow bun.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, at least
they tried a little bit.
Yeah.
They did. You know what? We gotta have positive reinforcement here.
It is an effort to do something new.
And I'll say, effort on their part is new.
Yes.
They've never tried before. They're trying.
You're right. You're right. That is Burger King with all neurons activated.
Yeah. Keep going in that direction, and they took our advice again and made more poppable food.
Yeah. Oh, there's one more in here if anyone wants it. No.
They really understand poppable food.
Yeah.
Their chicken fries and all the other popular
the bacon cheese bites.
Jalapeno bites.
Yeah.
And then we have the real star of the show. No pun intended.
That was a good one.
I didn't mean to do that.
I was unlucky.
That was very unlucky. Let's see.
Strawberry.
You got this.
They've bested me again. How the fuck are you supposed to
Let's
open
see it.
this?
Let's see it.
A pie before?
I have. It won't open.
On the side, you have to do both sides. Matt, come on.
The pies I buy only have one side.
What are you talking about?
One-sided pies. They're a hot commodity.
Oh, that looks good.
You got it there.
Oh, it's pink on the bottom.
Huh. That looks yummy.
Have you guys heard the new Ice Spice SpongeBob song?
Yeah, big guy.
Big guy.
Big
Yep,
guy.
Big guy pants.
Big guy pants. Okay.
That's literally the chorus.
Yep. Big guy pants okay.
What's happening?
Big guy pants.
What is happening?
It's actually unbelievable.
In a good way?
No.
It's fucking terrible.
I have
Listen to it real quick?
Yeah, I cannot imagine what the executives were like. Yeah, let's run it. This is the song.
It's
Self-produced. What do you mean?
no, it is literally like what Aaron and I would do as a joke. Like if we were doing like a track together.
It sounds like she's reading the lyrics for the first time as she's performing.
Is this it?
I don't remember the intro. I need to.
That sounds like it. That sounds like it.
Really help, identify.
Stop playing with it, guys. Stop playing with it, Brian.
Big God, big God, big God, big God, SpongeBob. It's okay, big God, big God.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And then
SpongeBob Big Guy
the
Pants.
verses, man.
I haven't heard
They're
them.
something
Oh
else.
yeah, they're pretty good.
They're honestly like, she's a lyrical genius.
Does she talk about shit?
No, I was very disappointed. I looked for it.
That's her bread and butter.
I know. No diapers, no diarrhea, no Miss Poopy Pants.
Oh, it's
Nothing.
because it's Big Guy Pants now.
Yeah, it's big guy pants.
Yep.
Big guys don't poop their pants.
You guys are just upset you didn't think of it first.
We probably did. To be fair. We probably quoted that before. This is basically whipped cream.
Yeah, it's just. It is
To be
fundamentally
honest,
just whipped-
there's a little bit of pink stuff at the bottom, but I think the pink stuff is pink whipped cream. I'll do one more bite.
It's not the pink sauce? Pink sauce lady?
No.
I mean, it's
strawberry
strawberry whipped
adjacent?
cream.
Oh.
Gosh. It's not bad, it's just useless.
Yeah, it's just a very. It's not really a pie.
Do you think they really couldn't even have made this into like a star shape?
Why would they? Genuinely, why? I would wonder. Genuinely wonder how many people saw this collab coming out and be like, "Oh my god, I have to go get a fucking SpongeBob Burger King meal ASAP." Like, there's probably such a small sliver of people that give a shit in the first place.
I bet you there are people that collect like every single collab.
For sure,
That
I
I
think how
believe.
small that sample size has to be.
Yeah.
I would be so curious to see the numbers on how many of these they sell.
Yeah, if,
Yeah.
You, if you collect Burger King merch, can you just send us a message?
Yeah.
Like to talk with you.
And also stop that.
I also wonder what it's like at the initial meeting where they're like, we got the SpongeBob collab, here's all our big ideas and everything we want to do, and then just how that like every week how that changes.
The very top, they were like, we're going to do a Krabby Patty, and they were like, no.
Also, what was the Wendy's one? That was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, in the Wendy's one, they did Pretty Patties,
did-
right?
I think so,
Which is
right?
much
Yeah.
cooler. Hey, Zach. Yeah, they tried much harder than they normally do.
Yeah,
So
and I
props
think they
there.
did better than McDonald's.
They did. I feel you said this in the McDonald's one, which was either right before this in this video or a different video before this. They're getting so lazy. They're just
it's
going,
so crazy,
okay,
yeah.
the Grinch is on this. Go buy the Grinch meal. Like, he didn't do anything special. He's just
Well,
called
so here's the
Grinch.
thing. I can almost guarantee, obviously, the market is kids.
Mhm.
The kids don't care. Like, they want the SpongeBob meal. Once they've got the SpongeBob meal, it doesn't really matter what the SpongeBob meal is, I think.
No.
No toy for this.
No toy.
It's not a kids meal then. There wasn't a kids meal option. I didn't see it.
Oh.
Or that's a big Whopper
This is-
for a kid.
I guess it is.
That would kill a
it's
kid.
for big guy. For big guy.
Some soap solution to blow bubbles?
Oh.
It's a layup, guys.
It's disheartening. The only one who consistently puts crazy effort in is actually Wendy's.
Yeah, more or less.
I feel like everything they've done, they give you 3 changed items that they try on.
I will say, yeah, they changed their items, but I'd also say in the same way that Burger King did. It's not like they change it that drastically.
That's a really good point. Burger King did exactly what Wendy's did. I take it back.
Burger King did basically that, just only with one color.
I feel like this was a good amount of effort.
Yeah.
They just missed, or just have never seen the show.
I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna be constructive.
Yeah.
The food was good. Like the fucking chicken bacon busters and the
I liked those.
Yeah, the jalapeno poppers. Those were good. And the Whopper, if you like that, I mean that's good for you. I guess.
I'm realizing something. I explained that they're good at poppers and fry shape. Yeah. They're good at frying things.
Yeah.
When you give them something to put in a deep fryer, it's yummy.
Yeah, they can fry that shit up.
They should have fried this pie.
They should have. Yep.
Patrick Starr's fried pie.
Except for their chicken sandwiches. Was not the one that you could open like a
That
box?
one sucks.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
That one sucks.
Yeah.
All right, I go back to it's got to be handheld shape.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah.
All right, I would give this better than normal.
Yeah, this as far as Burger King options go, you get a lot of decent tasting stuff.
And the tummy ache.
Well, I don't have that yet, but it was good. I just wish if you're gonna do a collab, at least make it exciting. That's all. That's all I'm asking.
The most defeated way possible.
Well, I mean, I've seen companies out there doing really cool collabs, like that Cheeky Soap Company.
Yeah, they do some good stuff.
I think they did like Solo Leveling and Chainsaw Man, and man, they hit it out of the park.
The new movie just came out.
The Cheeky Soap movie?
The Chainsaw Man movie.
Oh, the Chainsaw Man movie, not the Cheeky
To
Soap
celebrate
movie.
the Cheeky Soap collab, they released a whole movie.
Yeah, that was crazy. Boy, did they have to work fast on that one. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Burger King.
Thanks, but we should do a Burger King soap collab.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
This
The
soap
Whopper.
tastes like shit.
No, except Burger King is giving other people the soap. It's reverse of what you would think. You guys aren't doing Burger King soap. Burger King is doing cheeky collab.
We should approach SpongeBob. Now I'm just riffing. Sorry. We should approach SpongeBob about doing a SpongeBob Burger King meal soap.
So here's the thing. I think SpongeBob has been licensed out to so many people. It's not exciting at all.
I agree. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, I literally just don't think it's exciting.
I think to Aaron's point, Wendy's. I mean, I think it was a year ago.
No,
I was legitimately not a year ago.
it was.
Well, we did
actually
that one at the
influence.
warehouse.
No, we never did it.
No, I think you guys. I remember you guys discussing if you wanted
Yep.
to do it here or at the
That's
warehouse.
right. And we never did it.
Shit.
Huh.
Missed opportunity. Yeah, it's being with 2 major fast food chains that quickly is just insane.
If you would have come to me 5 months ago and told me that potentially the best movie of 2026 was going to be a horror film, I would have poked in the eyes like Captain Insano and told you to get out of my house. Would have been trying to have you institutionalized for such a delusional idea. But now look at us, farting and shitting in the reality where the best movie this year really might just be the horror film I just got back from. Obsession. A lot of people have been glazing it. I'm sure you've seen a lot of the hype around it, and I know I've been very vocal and you're probably tired of hearing me whine and squeal about how exhausted I am of this marketing tactic, specifically in regards to horror films where everything has to be the scariest movie ever made. Oh, no, it's run, don't see it. No, it's too scary. You can't handle it. It's gonna be piss all over the fucking seat. Don't go see this new horror movie. It's too scary. Like with Long Legs. And I know every time I review a horror movie now, I can't help but make that mention, just always fucking shooting spitballs at Long Legs for the marketing around it. But point is, this movie had a lot of hype, and nowadays that makes me kind of skeptical, like, okay, might not be all that special. But in the case of Obsession, I think exceeds all expectations I could have had based on the early reviews, and even the trailer. The trailer looked good, but this is much better than the trailer led me to believe. I went into this kind of expecting something in the vein of Wish Upon, which is one of the fucking worst horror movies ever made. Actually an insult to cinema. Like, that right there is why you could make a strong argument that we were never meant to have this technology, because what that captured is a fucking sin. Wish Upon is a terrible film, but there is something in Wish Upon that is shared in Obsession, which is a wish for love, which overwrites a human being's free will to bend to that wish for the person who made it. It's a fun concept that is ruined in Wish Upon, but explored beautifully in Obsession. And now after having watched this film, I feel like I can say with confidence the best horror movies are being made by YouTubers. Raka Raka crushed it with Talk to Me, came back for the double whammy with Bring Her Back, which I thought was one of the best films of that year, and now this film, Obsession, is also a YouTuber-directed film. This comes from Curry Barker, and this is so far my favorite movie of the year. I really liked it, and I think what, elevates it, the concept is pretty simple, and like I said, it actually isn't the most unique concept ever, making a wish for someone to fall in love. Fucking Fairly Odd Parents had something like that with Timmy and Trixie at one point. So, it's not the most unheard of concept, and you can immediately deduce where it will go, where it becomes an obsession, stalking, that kind of thing. But what really gives it that extra oomph is the performances from the main characters. So, Bear, played by Michael Johnston, and Nikki, played by Inde Navarrete. I'm sure I fucked the name up, I'm super sorry. But they both gave such a great performance, in particular the actress who plays Nikki. Extraordinary. They are really able to sell everything in this film to you. And it does a great job of tiptoeing on the line of being comedic at points and also just being extremely unnerving. This movie does some great tension building. I just have zero complaints about this film. I also like that it unapologetically uses weirdness. It uses tactical cringe, where it's self-aware of what it's doing because it's part of what's happening. He has made a wish to make the girl of his dreams fall in love with him, and now she is obsessed, but it's not her, and they make that point pretty clear that this is now basically just some kind of demon that's piloting the body here under the orders of the wish that he made. And so they'll occasionally have the real Nikki come through at very rare instances, and it snaps from her being all over him and in love to then just freaking out help, it's not real, it's not me, that kind of thing. The film is not afraid to be weird. It doesn't just try and rely on the normal standard horror movie cliches you've seen a bunch, though there are a few cliches sprinkled throughout. It does try and just be odd. And I really appreciate that. So very uncomfortable scenes. One scene I know popped off pretty recently where they're at a dinner and he asks, hey, that thing about your dad dying, is that real? And then she just starts going no, freaking out. I thought we were having a nice date in front of the whole restaurant. It's really uncomfortable. There's also other scenes like that where when he goes to work and she's off, she just stands there and basically goes into low power mode and just stands there smiling at the door for 8 hours, and she's pissed herself. She's shit all over the floor, covered in vomit and stuff. It does just get weird and uncomfortable and unnerving. And I think that really helps sell the unpredictability of each scene as they're building all of this tension. Because you don't know if it's going to go in a comedic direction where at a party, she has to do something for a drinking game and it ends with her reading a really odd passage from a book that she's working on and everyone's all weirded out. She's completely ruined the whole vibe of the party. And then she just goes into wacky maniacal laughter. Ah, just joking. No, I'm joking about joking. So what if I'm fucking serious? That kind of thing. And it's not afraid to slow burn these scenes. This is a horror film that actually does a good job of being scary and frightening without just using the standard demon jump scare or something like that. Again, there are jump scares, but at the end of the day, this is still a human being that you're watching. At no point does she transform into some kind of monster creature or anything like that. It's not even very violent or gory. There is some violence and gore in there, but it very, very seldom. It really is impressive just how effective it is at making you kind of tense up just by having a scene with a bunch of darkness in there and she's talking in the darkness. There's a lot of scenes where they're showing her where you can't even really make out her face. So then you are sitting there trying to figure out what facial expression she's even making, and it's really effective. I have no complaints about this film whatsoever. They also do a good job of making you not exactly the biggest fan of the main guy either, because what he's done is fucked up. And even after he starts to piece it together that wish that he made on basically a fucking toy turns out to be real, he kind of just okay, so what if it's not real? I still get to have sex with her. So he's taking advantage of this. And one of his friends is like, hey man, it really seems like you're taking advantage of her and she's going through like a psychotic episode. So like, it does a good job of like actually making you kind of root against the main character as well. Like everything this film tries to do, I think it does extremely well. I was blown away by how much I was enjoying this film. And like I said, it is self-aware. So when it is giving you like those cringe moments, being very on the nose, or giving you like really wacky over the top scenes of this, you know, like stalker type behavior and like, you know, crying like, oh, why don't you love me? That kind of thing. Or like even just something really over the top, like you cooked my cat, that kind of stuff. All of it works. All of it flows so well in this film. And I think a big part of that falls on to just how great the acting was. The performances really did complement it amazingly. Like I said, no complaints about this film. So far, it is my favorite film of the year. There are some heavy hitters coming out in the next few months, and especially towards the end of the year with the Dune 3, so I guess we'll see if it stays my favorite movie of the year, but man, this was very strong. I am so pleasantly surprised by how good this movie was. Man, I just keep reflecting on some of the scenes. I'm avoiding spoilers for the most part in this one. I'm giving you just more broad strokes about this, and I know I usually dive into spoilers, but for this one I'm going to make a special exception because I really think that this is something pretty special here. Again, and it uses a concept that I don't think is special or unique, like the wish gone wrong type thing. We've seen that explored millions of times, just not like this. And I would even go a step further and say that even some of the story beats that it hits, I've seen before in other films. It's not that unique, but it's the way that they get there and the way that they build it and the way that they shoot it, the way that they use lighting here and the way that they convey it, especially through the performance of the lead actress, is unique. Something that I think is very special to this film. It is extremely rare. I can't even really think of more than a couple of films ever that have made me feel secondhand embarrassment. And I mean that as a compliment because that's what it was going for in those scenes. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable. I do not get uncomfortable with movies or horror games or anything like that usually. It's very, very rare. But this film was able to pull that off. Like, it actually does such a good job at what it set out to do with each of its scenes, with the tension or the cringe. Like, I really am impressed. Again, so far, my favorite film of the year. I highly recommend checking it out if you like horror movies at all. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. It takes a big man to resist the primal urge to say, I told you so, when it turns out they were right, when everyone was saying they were wrong. I am not that big of a man. I'm only 5'6". I'm fun size, baby. I'm petite. So here's me saying I told you so. 8 days ago, I made a video called I Don't Believe It, talking about how everyone was parading around and celebrating that Nina Lynn had been permanently banned on Twitch based on literally zero evidence whatsoever. No statements from Twitch, no nothing. In fact, Nina herself even said that's not true, but people still said she's full of barnacles, she's definitely permabanned, off nothing but pure hopium and fantasy. I went against the grain saying I don't think that's the case. I don't think Twitch is going to have her permanently banned, but would love to be wrong. Fast forward to right now. Turns out, I wasn't wrong. She is unbanned and literally streaming this very moment. And if you turn your attention to her chat, you get a peek inside what Arkham Asylum must look like in the modern age. I cannot imagine, I can't even picture what losers must look like that are spamming W in a Nina Lynn stream. This is sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn, and people are excited to see her content again. Using the term content very loosey-goosey there because all she does is go on stream and whine about her haters and how much she doesn't care and actually loves her haters. Stay mad, fuck your mom. And then she'll go out in public with fake bravado and pretending to be all tough. It's just absurd to even imagine someone being entertained with those jingling keys because basically she just goes out and just says, fuck your mom! And that's it. But maybe they're very excited to shower with money because they're hoping they'll be her next sexual assault victim. Maybe that's what they're sitting their fingers crossed with as they throw dollars out of their wallet at her. A brief lore recap for those that are blissfully unaware of who she is. She is a streamer who has on stream sexually assaulted someone. And then turned it into a joke after the fact, even said that they should be embarrassed to even feel like they got sexually assaulted. She then also stole from Target on stream and then bragged about how much she steals from Target. All of this broadcast on Twitch, mind you. And she hasn't been permanently banned for it. She got 3-week ban in total. So I think it's a pretty clear message from Twitch that they don't take crimes like sexual assault or stealing all that seriously. Though they're willing to turn the other cheek if you're bringing in some viewership and some money to Twitch. A pretty awesome message to be sending to the community, where sexual assault savant Nina Lynn is welcomed back with open arms from Twitch itself, even after unapologetically broadcasting it and then turning the sexual assault event into a joke on her stream, as if it's not a big deal and doesn't matter or anything. But you've really outdone yourself here, Twitch. It's actually unbelievable. There is no clear consistency with the way Twitch enforces their rules. So you can commit serious crimes like sexual assault on Twitch, but if you're popular enough, that's okay. They'll let that slide after a couple weeks of vacation, which, by the way, wasn't because of the sexual assault. The 3-week ban was because of the stealing from Target. And I feel like they were probably trying to make up for, like, only banning her for, like, 24 hours or whatever it was after the sexual assault. But even then, 3 weeks... Yeah, I'm sure Nina Lynn really learned her lesson, and it definitely sounds like she did on her return stream, that's for sure. There is no consistency to how Twitch enforces their own rules. So, a notable example is, in 2023, a streamer named Scumnut got indefinitely banned for a joke where he typed, "I'll kick you to death" in one of his friends' chat, in reference to a God of War run he was doing, which was kick only. This was one message to a friend of his that was clearly in jest, and he received a year-long ban and only got the ban lifted because that friend was able to argue with Twitch staff himself to get Scumnut back on the platform. Imagine a world where you get banned for a year for what is clearly a very quick one-message joke to a friend of yours, yet sexual assault and other crimes are only punished for 3 weeks. It's absurd. Anyway, let's take a quick peek at the intro to Nina Lynn's return stream. There's no point in diving into a lot of it, because all it is her just being, like, really loud and obnoxious.
Even after this whole ban, listen, bro! The haters gon' hate! But listen, ain't no better marketing team than the haters. I'll tell you that right now. Guys, I'm not even joking when I tell you this. Bro, I love it. I love it, bro. I love the support, the hate, the everything, bro. We love all that shit. We love all that shit. Give it to me, bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. The girl Wonder. The girl Wonder with the 10. I saw you earlier. You was giving out 5s and shit too. Shout out to the girl Wonder, man.
Man, she really has the voice of an angel and the mouth of a sailor. What an incredible combination. And she is as loud as a child on Xbox Live. The perfect recipe for incredible success. So much financial gain. Even after blatantly sexually assaulting someone. Yes, sir, that's sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn back in action. Hide your cheeks, cause she's coming for him without consent. It's incredible stuff, Twitch. You've really outdone yourself here. What a strong message you're sending. Now, it's not all just her gloating to her haters. She's also doing something really nice this holiday season for some kids, where she's going to be giving them money. So I'm going to go ahead and play a quick segment there of her maybe turning a new leaf here and doing something nice.
Maybe I'm spoiling it. Fuck it, I'm gonna spoil it. I have some news for y'all. I also have, tomorrow we are giving 120 to 100 orphans or, recreational kids that we're gonna be donating money. We got some sponsors on deck. I'm gonna invite you guys on it. But the money is gonna go towards the kids, bro. I'm very proud to say this. I've been working on it for a week now. Anyways, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, guys. That's tomorrow. We're not gonna worry about that right now. But Christmas is really for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm Grinch, I might just dress up like Grinch. Who knows?
Sounds very sweet. I'm sure that's coming from a place of genuine care, no doubt. Now, one thing I couldn't help but notice when watching her return stream is a lot of people in her chat were very upset she was wearing a mask. So there's some people that were spamming take the mask off, some of them caps locking, mask off, that kind of thing. There was even one guy multiple times begging, please take the mask off, and then pleading to mods, make her take the mask off. Which is so incredibly sad. It's like they're just desperate to goon to her or something. That's why they're there. So like when she had the mask on, they were shaking their fists. No! Take the mask off! What fucking losers. Holy shit. I just had to point that out. I didn't screenshot all of them and I don't feel like going back through and doing it. But when she had the Grinch mask on, there were people like really upset that there was a mask she was wearing this time around. But anyway, this whole thing is me just basically saying I told you so. I think Twitch has made it pretty clear here with this that there is a level of popularity you can achieve where Twitch is more than willing to let pretty much anything slide, including crimes. That's a pretty great message for Twitch to be sending. Pretty awesome stuff. I'm not surprised to see this. I'm just pretty upset about it, is all. And I have no doubt Nina Lynn will continue to be very successful because it's not just Twitch that doesn't care. Look at her community. They don't give a fuck. They're spamming W's. There's that one guy who's like, my goat is always doing such nice things in the world, when Nina Lynn's entire brand, personality, and content is around making other people miserable, even going as far as sexually assaulting someone, stealing, threatening to beat up a stranger when they express their discomfort with her behavior in public. I don't exactly see how that's really blessing the world with sunshine and rainbows, but I guess that delusional paint chip eating, glue huffing chatter sees it differently. Either way, very sad shit. Twitch should be ashamed of themselves. That's really about it. So yeah.